like that the longer that clip goes, the more and more I just turn into one of the kids from the Peanuts Christmas special.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Welcome to the, I believe this is the 11th episode, at least that's what I called it, so,
Yeah.
of the TNT show.
TNT. I saw you change the artwork there.
Oh, you did check on it here. Well, actually, let me bring it up on screen. This is what I was gonna say I've been working on. I showed it to Nay, he liked it. So this is the new logo, Talk News and Trivia show.
So, how's Starfleet liking that new insignia you made him?
Oh, hey, anything looks like anything these days. I mean, but I was going for like an angular thing, and I noticed like with the angles, it was sort of forming a triangle. So that's kind of like what I try to do. And
The show is the Triforce.
Yeah. So I tried to incorporate, like a microphone and then the Earth for news, and then got like game show type of stuff over here,
That's Wheel of Fortune.
But you didn't put two turntables in there, and I'm disappointed. Two turntables and a microphone. Where is it?
Okay, Ben. It's enough.
It's never enough, Frank.
No, that's enough.
No, never.
Stop it, or you'll be kicked off.
You keep threatening me like that, Frank. I'm just going to disappear, and then you and Ian are just going to so. How about that soda? Huh?
Laugh all you want. We made that a half-hour show.
You laugh all you want. That brought in people. No, it didn't. It was just
that.
I'm just saying. You guys can turn a half hour of anything. You say that like it's some sort of achievement.
Right.
Oh yeah. By the way, also I got this is the thumbnail for our, for like the audio clips I just decided to do. Like, I don't know if any of you guys are interested. I have like an auto tagger for the information for the MP3s of the show.
Kind of looks like the Van Halen logo a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Panama. Anyway.
But yes, so like I had the episode ID and stuff for the track number and everything, So, like I don't know if you guys want me to put that on a bit sync for you guys or whatever, but we could always put them up on the SoundCloud also if we wanted to.
Well,
what do you think, Frank?
That's cool.
Doesn't it cost money to put a decent amount of stuff on SoundCloud?
I don't know.
Because you can have a small amount of stuff, but if you want to have a podcast on there, you kind of need to pay. And I looked at it and said, yeah, that's okay. Because I listen to a lot of shows on SoundCloud. I think it's great, but
How much would it cost? Like $1,000?
I'm not exactly sure. I think it was like 100 for something or other. I'm not sure if that was.
For how many?
I don't know. Like, if you want me to check the site, I'll check it.
Because it's like chump change.
Oh well, if Nate's gonna foot the bill for everything, for this show. Okay. Going to
So yeah, like have you, Frank? Since this is you call it your show, have you thought about what you want to do, like for other platforms?
Okay, there's Pro and then there's Pro Unlimited. Let's see. Pro gives you double your upload time, additional stats including plays by country, pin tracks and playlists to the top of your profile with Spotlight, $7 a month or $63 a year. Pro Unlimited, everything Pro offers, plus upload without limits, see which cities your listeners are in, see the web pages and apps your tracks are played from. $1.99 a month for SoundCloud Go, normally $9.99, for $15 a month or $135 a year.
Alright, that's enough. They're not paying us.
I'm just saying for you guys, you're considering the options. So.
That's alright. So, what's everyone been up to?
Well, wait a minute, Frank never answered my question. Like, what other have you thought about other platforms?
Have I?
Yeah, have you ever actually thought about something for the show?
Well, like where to put us?
Yeah, like I spent like a couple of days trying to come up with the logos and stuff, you know. So. Like, I mean, I know there's SoundCloud. I actually, there's one platform that I've never heard of, but I started listening to this other, like, paranormal podcast. It's called, like, I think it's called Spreaker or something. I saw Doug was on there.
Yeah, I've seen that one. It's an app I think you use to broadcast from.
Yeah.
I mean, you can also submit your show to Stitcher, I think. I'm not sure about all that they require from you, but
Yeah, I've used Stitcher before for listening to stuff.
yeah, and then of course, you know, submitting a show to iTunes, which is so
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't know if we're gonna try to mess with that.
Well, people use it. I mean, it's, you know,
Yeah.
for what it is, it's all right. It's just when something goes wrong and then they don't tell you and they go, "Oh, hey, the feed's broken." So,
Well, is it easy just to like, if you're not trying to put a feed on your site, if you don't even have a site, if you're just trying to maintain just the Apple part of it, is that pretty hard?
Well, you have to have a feed for them to connect from. Like, that's how they publish it. So it's like they're just basically taking your RSS feed or Atom feed or whatever it is you're using.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so...
I thought you could just put the episodes on their store or something.
Nope, you put them in the feed from your site, and then they put that on their store. Yeah.
I think Apple would be able to have a server to be able to do all that, to have everybody shit on, you know, you would think.
Yeah, well, you'd think they'd be a lot more up on some of the stuff. Trying to push out that 2-star podcasting app no one likes.
Yeah. But no, like, if you can, Frank, would you be able to, like, come up with some other platforms, or would you just put the audio on maybe, or if there's other video platforms you think we should be on?
Well, I mean, as far as video goes, YouTube's pretty much the main shit right now.
Right.
I mean, VMO, no one fucking does that. And Ben loves Newgrounds and shit like that, but I can't really think of too many places where video is king. I haven't really thought of what all avenues to go with podcast. I thought everyone just like...
It depends on where you want to go with it. I mean, you can launch a Patreon and put out bonus episodes or, you know, put out per episode things. You can do. I mean, people put podcasts on Newgrounds. There's the Rubber Onion Animation podcast is on there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, it's all a matter of what you know. I mean, you can find community sites will like let you put. You know, there's all kinds of podcasting indexes and search things, and if you identify with a certain group of people, you can say, "Here's the player for this." You know.
No, I never looked into it, but I can.
Yeah. Like, if you try to do some research for the show, some work also, that would be appreciated.
So, hi, Nate, even though you're never on camera.
Yeah.
Just making sure you're not asleep.
No, Nate's Ultron over here. This is Nate.
Well, he fell asleep last time, and I think I want to make sure for the audience, is Nate still awake? Let's find out.
Oh, actually, I felt bad for him because he kind of blacked out, so, like, I was sort of worried about him. Like, he lost time, like, he didn't even know what happened.
Yeah, I think I blacked out, actually.
Well,
It's cool. It happens all the time.
That's not good, man.
It's not cool.
But you need a helmet.
No, you don't drive, do you?
No, I meant to people. People black out all the time. I didn't mean I black out all the time.
I was gonna say. Like, I was just driving, and next thing I know, I woke up in this wall, and I was like, hey, how did I get in this wall?
I think it's happened to me like, I think I blacked out like 3 times, 4 times total maybe. Either that or I died that one time, like 6 times.
Yeah, like he was getting like heart palpitations from that
Mountain Dew.
from that Mountain Dew, that voltage, I think it was.
Yeah, and then I blacked out, and I
Yeah.
lost like 5 minutes of time, like 6 times.
Yeah, like we were watching a movie or something, and he just blacked out. I didn't even know. Like he could have been medically dead on my couch for a few minutes for all I knew.
I blacked out a few times when I tried watching the Batman movie in like the 80s. I got on VHS, and I think I just got bored or something. And like after they start talking about the bat, and the next thing I knew, I wake up and there's the credits, then static on the TV. I'm like, what happened? I was here the whole time.
Right.
So,
So what's everyone been up to?
Oh, not a whole lot.
And not too much. Yeah, like for a couple days, like I was mainly working on the logo, trying to tweak it here and there. Like it actually took a lot. It took longer than I thought it would. Like, because I was trying to start on that like last week. I thought I'd be able to get it done in like an hour or something before the show, but it's like, nope, that's not gonna happen.
What program did you use there?
Oh, that was all just Photoshop. Like, that was just layering, working with like the blending modes and stuff, doing some getting different pictures and stuff, putting glow effects on the letters, you know. Like those the blending options in Photoshop for your layer and your the blending, like the style, like how it mixes together is like they're really powerful. Like if you have like a layer with like opacity and stuff, like you could just put like a really cool glow or drop shadow, or you can make it look like it's embossed in like if you have like a, that's sort of what I did is for the, I'll bring up this screen share again. That's what I did for this. This is like I found like a sort of like a what do you call that? Like an anodized brush metal texture, and then with the opacity, the layer has an opacity, you know, like a mask to it. You could have it like embossed where it meets the edges of your picture, you know. So that's what I had to do, and then you could have a glow at the edges at the same time, you know. So messing with the blending options is pretty powerful.
yeah. I mean, people make presets of just, you know, layer style and stuff. You can just trigger it, and it's like, now it's gold, and you know, it's crazy.
Yeah. But
Cool.
like, I mean, I think it's a good start for what we have. Nate really likes it. He said like I should have like sold it or something. You were saying?
I'm saying like logos like that, like a professional logo like that would sell.
Yeah, like I did that, like all the logo from scratch. Like I had an idea with because I knew like you could sort of join the T letters and use them as part of the N, so that's sort of what I did. Like, let me ask you guys, do you think like this looks better? Like I was thinking about having like the talk and trivia engraved in where these are, and then like had the news like going diagonal, but I don't know if that would have looked as good.
It's possible. I mean, you'd have to play with the whole engraving look, because none of that's engraved,
Yeah.
so...
Oh, you could
Right.
try it out and just see what the fuck it looks like. That's really
Yeah. Like, yeah, I mean, I have the original, like, whenever I do work, I save, like, all the steps, so, like, I keep, like, all my layers and stuff, which is a good habit to have.
right.
I was asking Nate if does he like it, because I have, like, it all, like, monochrome blue, and then I originally had it like this, but he kind of says that the color is a little bit too colorful for this, maybe. You know, what do you think, Ben?
I think it could use some, like, harmony, you know, like, blue, I don't know, might be a bit much blue for me, but, you know, it's
Well, with all the bright colors, your eyes don't know where to look.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what I was thinking about. Like with
Well-
this, it makes it more of like a background, and then the logo is
Right, it mutes
pops
it.
out more. You know. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like I wasn't even sure if I even wanted to have a whole background, but I wanted to have incorporate the different themes of the show together in some kind of background thing. You know.
Right.
Mhm. Well, yeah, that's the fun of just playing around with a logo design in Photoshop. After a while, it's just like, well, let me see what I can do, and oh no, it's like been 6 hours, and
You say you did that for a couple days there?
Well, like this was like most of like afternoon and evening, and then like I was working on the other logo for the next day. You know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, trying to get a good background and working on like I was working on the, you know, like the because I have a template for the, you know, like the MP3s to like rename it and tag it and stuff when I ever get a new show. Just trying to make my future life a lot easier, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, like I figure it's good to put a little bit of effort into the show, I guess.
Is that a dig there, Ian?
Oh no, that's actually not a dig this time. I'm just saying like I was sort of dragging my feet on it and like we weren't sort of giving too much attention to it, but I think it'd be a good idea to have a little bit more pride in the show, I guess. You know.
He's saying he wants you to pinstripe the show, Frank. You need to put some designs on the
No.
logo.
Yeah, pinstripe for us.
Yeah, dance,
Yeah.
monkey, dance.
Sorry, I've been working overtime all week, so
And working
like-
overtime.
It's cool. I mean, like you did the music and stuff, so like I think we should it should be a good effort on like it's all coming together. It's all coming together.
Yeah.
Like we should keep trying to go forward. That's what I'm saying.
yeah, I've had working overtime all week, and then I've got a super special secret project that I can't talk about. That's eating up a lot of time.
Repeat that. You got a super secret project going on right now?
Super secret project I cannot disclose.
He's the new
You're
Batman.
working-
okay, I know
Are
he
you
doesn't
working
want
on
to
it by
tell
yourself?
No,
Oh.
it's the reason we're doing this show early. Let's say that.
Hmm.
So anyway,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, I didn't do a whole lot of. I haven't left the fucking house in forever. I'm so damn tired by the time the weekend gets here. I've hung up a couple pictures. That's all I did this past weekend.
Huh. So no pinstriping this weekend?
Dude.
Were they pinstriping pictures?
No. The brown poster you got me, Ben. I framed it.
I'm just telling the folks. Ben got you a poster, and then he got you another poster that you have yet to pick up. So
Well, that I have yet to pick up. You picked it up for me when?
today, because I'm such a good brother.
So I have yet to pick up the poster that you got me today. Okay.
Well, it took you about a week to pick up the last one, so
This will take another week.
anyway.
But yeah, I hung up the two of them, and one of them fell.
Well, that was a good job of hanging posters up then.
Well, the wall was, it was a little higher up than I wanted, but if I just hung it right at level, it would have been behind my monitors and shit, and I wouldn't be able to see it. It'd be stupid.
Was it like that time you hung your mallet collection over your bed?
The what?
When Frank was young, he had a collection of mallets, and he hung them on a shelf over his bed. Guess what happened?
Let me see.
What happened, Ben?
They fell. Go boom.
I don't
Oh.
remember that.
Yeah, of course you don't remember it, Frank. You had like 3 or 4 of them.
Shit.
Oh yeah, Ian, I tried that Kickstart grape. Yuck.
You didn't like it, huh?
No, fucking gross. I bought a can of it when I bought these picture frames, and I had it out while I was framing them and hanging them up, and man, I couldn't finish it.
So is that the all three are struck out. Then the Kickstart Grape, the Pitch Black, and then the Black Label too. You know, like
Oh,
any
I
of
like
those
Black
three.
Label. I'll drink Black
Oh,
Label.
you do.
Black
I didn't know
Label's
that.
not grape.
Huh?
It reminds me. It's like a stronger
it's
version of Pitch
berry.
Black, man.
It's like blackberry, mixed berry.
I like it. Don't care for Pitch Black. Don't care for the purple Kickstart. But anyway, so yeah, I hung up some pictures, and I didn't have the one as secure as I thought, and it fell. So I need another set of command strips. These are designed. These are designed to hold 14 pounds or something like that.
Oh, okay.
So the one's been up there, it's fine. The other one, no. So I'll just have to redo it. And then Ben bought me a picture because the poster I have, one of the ones I just framed is a double-sided poster. And I toyed with the idea of getting like a floating frame with glass on both sides and flipping it over. But I figured, fuck it, I'm never going to do that. So he just got another picture for me to frame, and it was a free poster that they give away at GameStop. So I'll just mount it up with facing the other way. So thanks, bro.
You're welcome, yo. Hope you
Got
appreciate it.
Rotator chip. Teddy
So-
Roosevelt.
So let's see. We found out what Nate's been up to. We talked about what Ian's been up to. We talked about what I've been up to. Okay, so it's time to do that. Okay, Ben, go ahead. What have you been up to?
Well, last night I watched LA Beast eat a maggot piece of cheese.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Like, I watched the thing the chugging thing he did, where he's like, "Did I discover a new way to chug beer?"
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
watched the first
No,
one, but
you
I didn't
didn't.
watch the...
And about drown his damn self.
Yeah.
He's crazy.
Well, remember his hand, have a good day. Ah! Anyway. As for me, I've been working on, there's an animation challenge that I've been trying to design a character for a crazy, the Silly Walks, you know that old Monty Python bit, Ministry of Silly Walks? So there's a walk cycle, and we're going to try and make a character look all silly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, there's that, you know.
Cool.
And you wouldn't
Cool
grab
story,
me a
bro.
cool ass poster.
Yeah, because I'm a good brother like that, bro.
Or is it? Okay,
Did you
Mr.
grab
Bro
me one?
Jingles. No,
Yeah. Did you get us one?
no.
You
Well,
guys know where GameStop is.
yeah, just walk in there and ask. Besides, Nate's the only one that plays Fallout 4 other than me.
Video games.
Video
What level?
games.
What level are you up to there, Nate?
In
Fallout 4?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I thought you like quit that a long time ago.
I did.
What?
Have you been busy with No
But
Man's
there's DLC
Sky?
No, he's too
Yeah, you
busy
got-
playing Eve.
You beat that shit when it first came out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how old is that game? Like a year? So you're playing like a year-old game or something?
Well, they just
No?
released the last of the DLC like last week.
Yeah.
Wait, that's the last DLC?
Nuke World, yes.
Wasn't everybody complaining about all the DLC?
No, not everybody. A lot of people were bummed out because the settlement building took up so much of it.
I
And
see.
it was supposed to be optional, but it really wasn't. But
Hmm.
I enjoy it because I like changing shit. I played the hell out of it. I played for like 5 hours the other night.
I played the hell out of that, yo.
Yo.
Yeah.
So, time for the news, Ian. Oh, wait. Before we go, before we start, I have one important message.
Yeah, there's what's going on with Ghostbusters?
Still haven't seen it.
So I was at Walmart the other day,
Oh, boy.
and I saw they had a Ghostbusters animated movie, and guess what?
Didn't see it?
No, it was for the 1970s Ghostbusters, the anime version of that. Let's
Oh,
go
But
Ghostbusters!
not the real Ghostbusters.
Yeah, no, the other one.
Well, actually, my wife and I went to Hot Topic the other day, and
Hot Topic.
yeah, that's Hot Pocket. Anyway, we went there, and they had a keychain of Stay Puft, and she's like, "Why is he red?" We're like, "He's angry." She's like, "Is that from the new one?" I go, "I have no fucking idea."
Maybe it's from Pixels.
Okay, so
I didn't think that movie was that bad.
never saw it.
What, Pixels?
Yeah,
Yeah, never saw it.
it wasn't his worst movie.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
Okay, time for the news.
All right. You want that? You could just taste that news, can't you, Frank?
What's the news taste like? The news with Ian, Nate, Frank, and me.
And me.
It's a me, Mario.
Oh no, this is sad. Oh, oh.
All right.
Okay, what do we got here? Ian Dog.
Oh, I think Ian has some of the same news stories I do.
What are you doing bringing stories? This isn't your show.
Yeah. Oh, hey, before he got on the show, he told us that he got some news articles, and I was like, yeah, you know, I was sort of feeling bad because I thought maybe he felt like he shouldn't be bringing any news articles, but
And now
like,
somebody
hey, you can bring some if you want, man.
And now somebody's telling me, yeah, you're not supposed to. Poser. This ain't your show.
Yeah. How dare you?
How dare you
I did
find
not get the
stuff?
memo.
Well, you would have had the memo if you weren't busy running to the store and getting food and then taking your time.
Uh-huh.
So our first news story tonight.
So this is about, yeah, I know we already talked about this, but like, I figured these are some other updates and different flavors of the Note 7 phone.
The exploded battery.
Yeah, so this is about, this one explodes in New York, injures 6-year-old boy.
Out.
Yeah, a 6-year-old Brooklyn boy was watching videos on a Samsung Galaxy Note 7 Saturday evening when it burned into flames as he was holding it. The young boy's grandma told the New York Post that the resulting fire was enough to set off the alarms in her home, and her grandson was taken to downstate medical center to treat burns on his body, but was later released. Lewis told the Post he doesn't want to see her go near any phones. He's been crying to his mother. Lewis says the family has been in contact with Samsung but declined further comment. Yeah, they've been, so I guess they've been advising Note 7 users to return their handsets under the official recall program working with the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission. So that they're encouraging people to stop using it and use any alternative phone that you have.
Yeah, all the reviewers I saw were like, hey, if you just got this phone, take it any fucking way and have it replaced because it's not worth getting hurt over.
Are you sure?
You can't even board airplanes and certain buses now.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's Note 7 explodes, setting a Jeep on fire.
Wow.
Yeah.
That guy just didn't want to have his Jeep. That's all it was. Oh yeah, it
Uh-huh.
caught fire.
I like seeing the news stories about how like a Jeep caught fire and people are like, but it's not officially announced a recall. They've just voluntarily. No, when Jeeps are set on fire, yeah, it's time for a recall. Oh man.
Yeah, and then this
That's
this
700
other art.
pounds. This is a UK story.
Yeah.
Anarchy in the UK.
And this one was interesting. Their airlines and FAA have placed major restrictions on flying with the Note 7.
Yeah, I keep seeing that on the news. New airlines are
Yeah.
like, oh, nope, can't do it.
Yes, so there's saying you have to have like your phone turned off and you can't have it plugged in to the chargers and stuff. You know.
Right.
Yeah, and then I found an article that says sort of the same thing. Samsung Galaxy Note 7's on welcome in New York City buses and trains, but
Yeah.
this
Okay.
this one I've got here, I'll just drop it into the chat real quick. It says the U.S. officially announced the recall, or it's officially being recalled because for a while they were just saying, oh, just voluntarily. It's like, no, it's kind of a safety hazard.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'll put that in with the other three then.
I mean, I have other phone news if you want to.
Today we are announcing the official.
Autoplay, yeah. Yeah, I hate all.
Yeah, I've seen that's gotten really bad with that. Now they have the little thing that you have to exit out of that starts playing a video on the little corner pop-up ad. I mean, man.
But I also have another phone news story if you want me to share along with this one.
Okay.
It's from CNET. T-Mobile warns don't update your iPhone to iOS 10.
Oh yeah, I heard about people are saying that that's pretty bad now or something.
Strong warning for a major U.S. carrier is a black mark for Apple's latest software for iPhones and iPads.
Yep.
Says got an older phone, don't install Apple's latest iOS software on it. U.S. carrier T-Mobile warned today. iOS 6, iPhone 6, 6 Plus, and 5 SE customers do not download iOS 10. We are getting reports of connectivity issues, and Apple is working on a fix. So, yeah, you can temporarily fix by powering down and back up. Permanent update coming within 24 to 48 hours, T-Mobile added. So,
what's the matter with it?
it sounds like connectivity and other issues.
Oh, okay.
So, Apple said
That
it already
sucks.
fixed, but yeah. I mean, they've been rolling out iOS updates pretty quickly lately, so and considering the number of older phones that are still out there, I don't know. They're probably just trying to get ready for the iPhone 7 to drop, so.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to be upgrading anytime soon. I mean, I'm happy with the version before that, which is it's weird that they have the Note. I have the Note 5, but that's pretty much the Note 7 should be the Note 6, but I guess they wanted to have like their product lines like the same, like the S7, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They want it to be consistent, like the same number, so I guess they decided that, we'll just skip it.
And then it turns into the Rocky movies, where it's Rocky 1 through 5, and then Rocky Balboa, and then
Yeah.
then Creed.
Right.
And then John Rambo.
Ew.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, in their defense, any lithium-ion battery, the shit that we charge them so fast now with the quick charging, put so much juice to them. Some shit's bound to go wrong. It's happening a lot with these ones.
Yeah. It's crazy.
What other stories?
Anyways.
Right. Oh, I saw this.
Yeah. Okay, so this is Adblock Plus now sells ads. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Go ahead, Ian. Tell us about this one.
Okay, so Adblock Plus is launching a new service that puts more ads on your screen. rather than stripping all ads from the internet forever, Adblock Plus is hoping to replace the bad ads with anything it deems too big, too ugly, or too intrusive with good ads, ones that are smaller, subtler, and theoretically much less annoying.
And that they're getting paid to run.
Yeah, didn't we have this as a story? Like
We had something similar to it, but I don't think it was this story because this one's new. So
well, this is
Yeah.
when they actually unveiled it. They were discussing it in the previous story, basically.
yeah, this is what they're currently doing, which it still doesn't. Yeah, that's not going to roll well with their users.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Well,
they're like, we got to make some fucking money.
So I guess they're gonna be making like a whole ad platform for everything, so that you can, you know, like the people that pay enough and that I guess.
so like the Hulu without the ads
basically-
kind of thing.
Pretty much if they, you know, like they say you can have ads and stuff, then with them, then they'll approve them, I guess. And I think they were trying to work out something with like the content creators, but they only get like 6%, or pretty much like pennies on the dollar. So they're like, hey, we'll have ads, but you only get pennies of that.
Well, I mean, really, when you know that the people that you're paying to show these ads to intentionally don't want to see ads, what good can you expect them other than to have somebody who you know is going to be pissed? I mean,
Why wouldn't you just have them so that they have to, like, they can pay a monthly subscription fee for Adblock or something?
because there's going to be free ad blocking alternatives, it's just not going to happen. I mean,
Oh, then, like,
Yeah, especially when
Oh.
they're like, what? That people get our app because it's free and Adblock's not anymore? And then just like Adblock filled that little niche, that's all these other companies would do. So they're trying to find a way to forego that.
so then how come everybody hasn't just gone over to the new one?
well, people are doing that now. I've seen plenty of people announcing going to uBlock. So,
Yeah. Well, they've been with Adblock for so long, they figure it works. Because people are like that. They get something, they figure it works, why change? But then they want their money, and then that'll fucking get rid of
well,
them.
that's the thing is like, you know, you can have lists and, you know, filters and all kinds of stuff made in, and it's just a hassle to move. But it's like once they pull out the, okay, your free trial is expired, and now you need to pay, it's like, bye.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, they have had an option for a while to let some non-intrusive ads through before if you don't want to filter all ads, if you do want to try and support, but you just want to block, like, the flash ads and this and that, or, like, the ones that roll over, but it's like, no, give me a choice of, would I rather see some ads or no ads? Who wants to see ads? I mean, really,
Well,
let's just be fair.
I
Nobody.
think the root of it is like, have you guys heard of the comic book girl 19 or something on YouTube? Have you guys watched any of her?
No, don't
Yeah.
think so.
Well, she was saying this, and this goes along with the demonetization thing. Like, she said she's talked to like a lot of like sponsors and stuff that they're like, we don't care about the fucking swearing and stuff. Swear all you want, but since YouTube is trying to reach everybody, like all the ad people, then it gets watered down. But like she was saying that the smartest idea would be to actually have ads that, I don't know, maybe relate to your channel.
Yeah, well, I mean, YouTube doesn't let anybody customize their ads, like, because, you know,
No.
if you do
That's
a
the
food
problem.
review, you want to be able to, you could, you know, but that's the problem is Google wants to do that and handle it itself, and they don't want to spread that around. I was watching recently a Udemy course on making a living on YouTube, and it was surprising how many times the guy said, "Yeah, you have no control over that." He's like, the kind of ads, well, you can't control it, and also don't encourage your viewers to click on the ads, and don't. It's like all you can do is encourage them to, you know, whitelist an ad blocker, but otherwise it's all in Google's hands, and it's like, you know, what happens if Google just, you know, there's an error with AdSense and, you know, you can't contact anybody. There's nobody there. It's all through the forums, and there's no, if your site gets kicked, unless you're, you know, one of the bigger names, there's not a lot of transparency, and there's a lot of concern with it.
Yeah, like it's hard to even get like straight communication with YouTube. You know, like you can't even sit down with people and negotiate things like good old days. Like, what happened to like the good old days where you negotiate with people? What happened to negotiation? You know?
Well, YouTube and Google and the Googles. You know, I mean, that's honestly what it is. They've been automating it, and they don't really want to get involved in it. And it's like, for the money that you guys could be making from it, you can afford to have some people there to actually go through and make sure that the copyright claims aren't automated by somebody that's just ripping off your money during the time your video could be monetized, or, you know, it's just, yeah.
Cool story, bro.
Cool story, go. So yeah.
Yeah. I think that sums it up. So that's, I guess we can't, just alone from, just not even counting all the fucking swearing, whoops, like,
Oops.
we're probably demonetized for that because that's something that's controversial.
Oh no. Well, let's be fair, you weren't monetizing this show anyway, guys.
Are you guys gonna keep doing that seriously? Every episode on purpose?
What's saying we've already been demonetized?
Yeah.
Oh, everybody like on YouTube is like, that whole joke is everywhere on YouTube. No.
Hey, a 6-year-old was injured by a Samsung phone.
Oh, this is the, okay, so this is, yes, I know. I got it from the CG Talk website, which I probably should have linked straight from, but they gave this link here. Oh, what the fuck?
That's
What?
a 6-year-old.
They gave a link to a 6-year-old getting injured by a Samsung phone? That's oddly specific.
Oh man, I must have put in the wrong one. Wrong link.
There we
it's
go.
Cartoon Brew. Yeah.
Oh no!
I think maybe the show is like the maybe Doug was sensing that this was Cartoon Brew, so he was like somehow able to.
You should really wait till Doug comes on to do the Cartoon Brew stories, because I'm not bringing them, but Doug's gonna be should be like, no, I hate this site. So,
Right.
autoplay while I'm trying to. Go ahead.
Okay, so this one is Vancouver animation industry survey reveals alarming low wages and unpaid overtime practices.
Shocking. This is my shocked face.
Well, nobody can tell. What's your shocked face? Besides
This is
your
my
resting Squidward shocked face.
This is my surprise face, Ian. I am surprised.
That's is that your RSF face?
No, I'm totally surprised, Ian. Can you be surprised that these people, these artists, are getting unfairly treated for TV programming and animation? Never seen that happen before ever, Ian. I'm totally surprised.
Alright, so what's this story about here?
Okay, a new artist-run survey of Vancouver animation industry employees has revealed stunning low salaries that in some cases barely meet Metro Vancouver's baseline standard for a living wage. Another key revelation from the survey, besides low wages, is that over 90% of animation workers in Vancouver have reported not being compensated for overtime work, a major violation of British Columbia labor law. When the unpaid overtime hours are factored into the salaries, many Vancouver artists earn below the living wage for Metro Vancouver. And then they give like a survey overview data of median wage in the Vancouver industry. Yeah, these figures are in Canadian dollars, which is significantly weaker than the US dollar.
Significantly? No, not necessarily.
If it's a living wage, it's pretty significant, Nate.
So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of disappointed whenever I see all the ads for, animators in Canada, but I kind of also imagine what the conditions are right now when all the shows are getting put across the border, and I'm sure they're on tight deadlines and expected to work unpaid overtime. This doesn't surprise me, but it's also, I don't agree with it. That I'm sad and angry about it, but
Yeah.
it's not surprising because what did we just hear about? Sausage party. So. I don't know. What are your thoughts, Franklin?
Well, always the guys who do the hard work that you think the littlest about that get the least amount of money.
Working hard for that money.
The real talent of the shows, they don't reap any of the rewards.
No, just the voice actors might make better money than animators. That's sad but true. Because they're star quality.
sad but true.
All right. What are your Ian? What are your guys' thoughts
About
this story? About the state of the Vancouver animation industry?
I mean, it's sad that, but like,
Is it 2D animation?
did they sign a contract?
I don't know. I don't know if it depends on what studios are union or not.
I was gonna say, what is there a big group of people in the union up in British Columbia?
I don't know. I didn't
But
get
you
to.
were just up there, Ben.
No, Frank. I was in Calgary. I wasn't in BC.
You were in Canada.
Yeah, Frank. I'm in America. So let me tell you all about Texas.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, like, in general, like, I sort of feel like, in general, kind of like, artistic and creative people kind of get taken advantage of.
Oh, well, of course.
Yes.
Like, you were saying that about, like, people don't get paid, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's sad because they've got to do the brunt of the work, and it's a to get a good show, it's a required skill. You'd think you'd want to treat those people well, but instead it's a lot of, well, what have you done for me lately?
Well, what have you done for me lately?
Oh, really, Frank? You know that
Yeah.
song is anyway.
Yeah, it's
What
like,
have you
people
done for
need
me lately?
creative people for stuff that they can't do, so it's, like, needed, but then they don't want to pay them.
Well, I mean,
Mhm.
also it comes back to the whole issue of contracts and unions, and places that tried to get unionized. Well, then they'll just shut the whole production down and open up a new shop, because if you're not in a union, well, then they can just shut down and move over somewhere else. I mean, that's
Right.
what factories do. So,
Yeah.
but I don't know. As long as you guys are doing an animation story, I have one I'll
Oh.
drop in here.
Oh no!
I let it out. I let it out today, sorry.
You got one in.
You open the door. You open the door, Ian.
Oh,
Well, actually, this one has an
No.
interesting story compared to the usual talk about YouTube being
And that's all the time we have for today.
YouTube
Next
is
story, Ian.
Hey.
Quick! Next story. Drop the link. Drop the link.
too late. But usually we've heard a lot bad things about YouTube and how their how their minutes watched and whatnot has affected animators and other short length producers and whatnot. But this story is about the number of animators on YouTube that are doing very, very well. In fact, they talked to about 4 guys, I believe it is, 3 or 4 guys in a podcast. One's the authors of this article's son, so a little surprising there. But they're all bringing in millions of views on their videos, so it's interesting.
I'm clicking the story just so I can get that other article about the woman who sues the sex toy manufacturer.
Oh man, for invading her privacy. Anyway,
What?
so yeah, there's a Swoozy, and then there's who else is on here? The guys from Drawfee, and Hey Sam Graham. So, I mean, I've seen Swoozy stuff before, but I don't know. It's interesting to me to see stuff that has millions of views and you don't know. You're like, oh, I've heard about people watching it. I don't know what the actual program is. I don't know. But yeah, it's talking about these animators that work at home and then they put their videos up and they don't. I think Swoozy did go and talk to some people over in Hollywood, but it's like, to be able to pull up those kind of numbers by yourself, I find it interesting. What are your thoughts, guys?
Next news story.
Huh.
I didn't know Doug was on the show.
I'm reading about this.
I am here in spirit. Next news story.
I'm reading.
Oh my gosh,
story,
what happened?
Reading the story about the smart vibrator.
But how smart
Yeah.
is it?
It's from Canada.
Oh, so if it did animation, you'd be getting underpaid.
You paid $130 fucking for it.
American or Canadian?
It just says dollars. It doesn't say USD or CAD or whatever the fuck their logo is.
Their logo as a country. They're a leaf. They might crumple up and blow away.
Okay. Yeah, I missed this story. What's it about?
YouTube
Yeah, like,
animators, right?
well, what's this? Sum it up, man. Like, what's the problem, or like, what is there an issue to this?
Well, I mean, we've talked about recently on previous shows about how animators on YouTube are starting to get stiff because the whole minutes watched and how it favors more
Right.
like
right.
vloggers and video game players because they can just upload regular content. Animators have to put out one episode like every month or whatever.
So how are these guys beating that then? Like, what did they figure out?
I'm not exactly sure. The podcast.
They probably cut it into like segments, like I said that the animators did, so they can make one video of something and then cut it up into like 3 to 5 minute segments and then put it over like 5 to 20 videos.
That's what I've seen. Like video game reviewers, they'll do like they'll just play a game for say 5 hours and then cut it up into like 20-minute segments.
Well, with the things like, I'm pretty sure Swoozy's videos, he like records himself telling a story, and then some of his stuff is animated, but more of it's just like the thing where he'll have a figure, and then he might put another one like a couple seconds later, so he's like, it's more illustrated or an animatic kind of thing. So
sounds like Double Toasted, Ben.
A little bit, like
back in the Spill days. I can't speak for Double Toasted because I haven't watched any.
Well, I mean, have you seen that video about the former Disney employee that tells their story while they work and like they have it illustrated, and it's kind of like that, and they also have an interview with the guys, and they have an interview where they talk about all their stuff, and then there's another just a chopped down tips thing where he's like, if you want to get into animating YouTube, here's their advice each for the guys. It's just I tried listening to it. I haven't really had time because it was all kind of like, hey, we're the funny guys, we're all making jokes, and it's like that's cool and everything, but
so they're saying make it like a podcast, but then put animation to it, so while they're watching it, your animation gets watched.
Well, it's a matter of like there are different people that do different amounts of animated, so it's it's more like Egoraptor did a few of those when he would talk about Zelda and sequelitis and stuff. So I don't know. You'd have to listen to the podcast. I haven't had time to sit down and listen to it because I've been trying to focus on my own work. So, but I thought I'd share it with you, gentlemen.
So next story.
Yeah, cool story, bro.
How's Nate's levels? Because I put a lav mic on him so I could hook it up to my mixer.
Ooh.
You gonna remix it? Put some scratching on it? Next story. Next story.
Can you hear him pretty clear, or do you think I should up the gain on him? Or?
Yeah.
He's good. He's good.
You can get you get that lab mic that they have for like $1. It's all over YouTube. They're like, it's $1. No. Yeah. I'm thinking about getting one since it's $1.
The lav mic, it's like it's got like a metal housing and stuff, so it's pretty sturdy.
Yeah, but this is $1.
So what you're saying is Nate's gonna like go out on the street and interview people like, I'm wearing a lav mic. I'm the interviewer on the street.
Well, they came with those adapters that I was trying to look for to hook up to give phantom power to the other mics.
Cool.
So yeah.
All right.
Oh, I just closed out my shit.
Funsies.
Okay, so we'll get back to my news.
Back to Ian the news on the news times.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
What's the
Oh,
deal
man.
with airline food?
You could just like click the chat right in.
What?
You posted
Oh,
the links in the chat.
Yeah, I made it easier.
Oh, okay.
I put those there for you guys.
Okay.
I like doing it my way.
This is relevant to my interests. Go ahead.
I have
Yeah,
a story
that's
that's
what I was gonna
relevant
say.
to
Here's
your
the game.
interests. Go ahead, Ian.
Yeah, this is a Steam game. Okay, the Steam review system changes have caused some huge score rifts for indies. Have you guys heard about this?
No, I have not. Go ahead.
I think I personally experienced this. Like, a game will get an awesome review for a while, and then people get mad at, like, when there's a game update, so then, like, a massive amount of dislikes, so it'll go from, like a 7 to, like, a 3 overnight.
Yeah. Like, do you think this is what happened with the No Man's Sky and shit?
Absolutely.
Okay. So, let's get into this. The new rules were put in place to put an end to the practice of trading keys in exchange for good reviews, as Valve discussed in their statement on the matter.
Oh, trading keys? Oh, you mean where they give away free keys to the writers in order for... Like, that's actually just bad writing practice. It's like, it goes against, like, ethics when it comes to writing, because writers for articles, basically when they write, they get a game review key, and they play the game, and then they write a review on it.
It's supposed to be transparent.
Well, let me read the rest, please. As Valve discussed in their statement on the matter, the Steam customer review system has been changed to make sure that the developers aren't using free keys to artificially inflate their review scores. Quote unquote, an analysis of games across Steam shows that at least 160 titles have a substantially greater percentage of positive reviews by users that activated the product with the CD key compared to customers that purchased the game directly on Steam. The post reads, because of this, user scores are now dictated by ratings made by people who have purchased their games through Steam rather than using an activation code. With a few days having now passed, we can better grasp the impact of this decision. Steam Spy has published a list of games most severely affected. It's worth noting that the majority of these games are not well known personally. It took me to games to find one I actually knew anything about previously, Switch Galaxy Ultra. So,
Wow, you don't know about Simple Balls?
Hey, this is that thing.
I
that
thought
was in
everybody
my
knew about
story.
that game.
Steam Spy. Remember? Thought I was like, yeah, this isn't as interesting as I thought it was.
right. So I guess this is I guess this is bad for indie developers because I guess it takes
Well, if they're cheating,
away a lot of their
it's bad if
people,
you're
you
cheating.
know.
If you're cheating and giving away keys for reviews, and also it lets you be honest with the updates, because people will dislike the fuck out of you if you give shitty upgrades or nothing. So there's that.
Right.
Nate,
Yeah, like
comment?
Fallout 4 score right now is in the toilet.
Well, let me
Yeah.
see. Let me check.
Well, it says most people give a middling game a look, but when you get lower, they start to ignore you entirely. So you're stuck as you are unable to sell anymore, which if your reviews are thoughtful breakdowns of the failings of a product is fine, but if they are all hilarious jokes or single sentence,
no.
it's pretty harmful.
No, Nate. Recent is mixed, but overall is mostly positive.
I'm not looking at overall, but sometimes people just look at the recent.
Well, recent says mixed. It doesn't say negative. It says mixed.
Well, I'm saying the last expansion, it was all negative.
Well,
Alright.
only 1,577 mixed reviews versus 48,081 mostly positive reviews. So take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah, but pretty much it comes down to this is it says whether Valve continues to tinker with these systems remains to be seen, but right now it seems like the impact of these changes might have been fairly complex, good for some developers but bad for others. So it's good and bad.
Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be some cheaters with like Twitter. There's like, you know, oh, you paid to have a fake Twitter person like your shit, so it says you have 1,000 more followers than you really fucking do, etc., etc.
Yeah, I really like those things. Honestly, it's really great.
Yeah, I thought
It
Ben
gives
would
people jobs in India.
be interested in this because I know he's
Another-
probably of the three of us or the four of us. I mean, I figured he's more of the indie type fan. You know, who
I've got
probably
indie
support
games.
more of the indie games. You know.
Well, I mean, I don't think this is gonna hurt indie game people because,
Oh yeah, of course it will.
I mean, to be fair, it's gonna hurt. I mean, it would hurt pretty much any game if it was all through keys.
It'll
Review-wise.
it'll get rid of what's that what was that the homicidal something gaming that makes a game a week that is like pure and utter shit, and they keep releasing them. People quit getting these fucking shitty games. I've got one in my library right now. Here, hold on, because I have a couple freebies and I found out they were turds. Like the one that made Gnarled Tooth's Revenge.
Well, here's a list of the games that are the most severely affected by
Simple
this.
Ball Extended Edition, or Zombies on a Plane, War Truck Simulator,
I love those games. What are you guys talking about? Those are
Wobbly
great games.
Jungle,
Well,
Wooden
listen,
House,
that's why this article is important because these could be.
Electric
You
Zombies,
might not be able to get to play these. Might shut down, man.
Cyber Team Manager,
Yeah,
Zombie
here, Gnarled
Rush.
Tooth's Revenge.
Yeah,
Oh, hey,
all
there's
these
DLC.
all these games were all freebie games.
Nuked Night.
Yeah, these were like all games they gave away for free, and then you get Steam trading cards.
Well,
Wasn't this a popular one, Forestry?
No,
No.
well,
What
like
about Control Craft.
no.
what's this? Where the hell is? I'm on the DLC page here. I'm trying to find this one game company. They make games every fucking week, and they
Holy
just
crap.
they're shit. Yeah, Digital Homicide. That's it.
Okay.
Digital Homicide is shit. Mostly negative. Mostly negative.
123 Slaughter Me Street,
Oh, and these are almost all in my library.
One Final Breath. Oh, A Boy and His Blob. That one's
Oh,
That's an older
Medieval
game.
Mercs is 49 cents
That's-
right now.
indie game battle.
What'd you say, Ben? That's a good.
That's
well,
actually
that's
that
It's
was
an old
actually
It's an old
that
NES
got,
game.
that got made
isn't
on the Wii. Like I mean, like that was a major one.
So these are. I don't know. They should have had something where it shows you like an Excel where it shows you
I
the.
thought A Boy and His Blob was an old, like,
Yeah, there's an old Nintendo game.
yeah, that's an
Yeah, it
an
is.
old one. So
So these are. If you go down, these are the.
See, they gave away a
Oh.
bunch of free keys lately.
just people like free stuff.
Yes, we
Yes. Yes, there. A lot of people will like the free stuff, and they're like, "Yeah, I liked it because I got free Steam trading cards."
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
The Trauma Project, Frank.
do. Yeah, I got that
Anyway,
one.
we should
Well-
probably.
Move on to this story that I'm linking for Frank's benefit.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You don't
Because,
get any more links.
Nope, I do. If Apple made a mini NES, it might look like this.
Oh no.
Nintendo fever is back. Pokemon Go is a global sensation, and the incredibly cute $60 NES Classic Mini is
Holy
poised
Jesus.
to be a must-have gift this Christmas. But if your
Oh,
Nintendo
man, that is
nostalgia
just-
runs deep, and we mean pockets, there's another product you should consider. The 449 analog NT Mini just might be the finest Nintendo Entertainment System ever. Ooh, yes, it takes
Dumbest
actual
idea
cartridges.
ever.
Well, what are your opinions on this, Nate?
Like, you could just buy like a Kindle Fire Stick and do the same thing, or you could do it on your phone, or you could do it on practically anything.
Yeah, but it's $449, Nate. Or
Yeah.
$499. I mean,
it's special.
yeah.
It's,
Even has a bundled wireless NES gamepad.
Yeah.
yeah. And for $8, I can get a NES gamepad there. I
Well,
win.
copy. Here, my boy, Unbox Therapy, Lou, he did a review on the gold version, and he also did the regular
Hmm.
one.
Why did you link us? Because we can't play these.
I didn't say to play it. I just said if you feel like watching it later. But
Oh,
he
I'm not gonna
basically
click on that shit.
he takes it out. I watched the review. He actually takes it out, and
I watched an unboxing of the original NES. They got the set that it came with Rob the Robot and stuff.
the gold one. The
That is a cool set. If it came with a Rob the Robot, I'd play it.
The 24 karat gold one comes with white gloves. You put the Zelda card in it.
Does it go doo 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 doo? Well, I thought I'd share that one because Frank might like it. I had another video game story, but I was going to wait till Doug showed up to talk about it because it was a PS4 thing.
Well, since you like that one, I'll go to my other one here before you do yours.
Go ahead, Ian.
This one I thought was kind of interesting in a general sense. I guess Mobalytics is a coach for competitive gamers.
Mm-hmm.
It says if there's one industry that consistently that's consistently blowing past expectations, it's competitive gaming. The esports market is expected to reach nearly $500 million this year, and gamers who take part in it are constantly trying to heighten their skills. Metabox is aiming to bring visual analytics to competitive gamers so they can discover their weaknesses and make adjustments for future success. Today, the company is launching a beta of its project out of TechCrunch, Disrupt SF's startup Battlefield. Metabolics is beginning their grand experiment by targeting and optimizing their analytics engine for League of Legends, an insanely popular online battle title that has tens of millions of monthly active users and a vibrant community of hardcore devotees. When athletes want to bring their skills in a sport to the next level, they often look to coaching. For people playing League of Legends, that's really something that's only available to top competitive gamers. Mobalytics is hoping to serve their need by bringing visual and analysis to gamers that they can get a quick insights from before and after each match. The company wants to streamline analytics for gamers and put context behind the bodiless numbers that are spot out to users, or spit out to users. So,
Oh, snap!
Yeah.
Guess who's here, gentlemen?
Uh-oh.
Is it Jesus?
The doctor is in.
Well, he thinks he is.
It's
I'm sure.
is
They call him Dr. Doug. Nope. Okay.
They call me.
Oh, boy.
Oh, damn it!
What's...
That's what they call you.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, damn it.
Damn, now we can't monetize this episode. I was gonna put my kids through college with it and everything.
Yeah, I know, man. Like, I lost that whole couple of cents that I probably could have gotten from it. Like, how much were you said you were making from the show? It was like a couple pennies or something from
Well,
the podcast.
the CPM, I think right now it's at like what, 1.6. I mean, $1.06 for per 1,000. So
Right. Yeah.
so
Wait, we get $1.06 for every 1,000 views.
well, that's what the CPM percentage. I'm not sure. I don't know. You'd have to, it varies day by day, and considering we're nowhere near 1,000. So.
Whoa, hang on a second. I might be able to do something with that.
Nate's in there going, I gotta get on this here YouTube bandwagon.
Yeah, we gotta get on this hustle here.
Yeah.
Every day
You guys should do a 3D printing show. And watch
Yeah, we
just
should.
Yeah, just film yourselves printing stuff and then leave it running as it prints, so you have a 16-hour show, and then people can tune in.
Well, actually, we could do something like that. I wouldn't do it. I want to get my 3D printer, and then we'll probably share the
Nice headset, bud.
the filament extruder.
Thanks.
Right, Nate?
Is it for your PS4?
Yes.
I got a story about a PS4 game after Ian's story that we're talking about.
Oh no.
So
Yeah.
So Mobalytics.
Yeah, I guess it shows you your metrics of your fighting, firing vision, aggression, survivability, team play, consistency, and versatility. I'm sure it probably records like your button pushes and stuff, because I know like you can record that shit, you know.
So is this just so gamers can brag to each other that they're better statistically, or is this so like you could use it for to get into esports and say, look at my stats?
Well, it's kind of like it's for
Normally they have like
yourself,
a trainer that the high level people have like a trainer that like you know.
Yeah, you know how like a lot of people like that are in golfing and stuff, they'll like record themselves playing golf, and then they have like things that measure their swing and shit. It's just like that.
Okay. So it's that guy from Rocky. You're gonna eat lightning and crap thunder. You can't see nothing, couldn't you? Can't see my game.
Adrian.
But
and then there's that talking robot.
Adrian.
Go for the fight.
He talks like his face is made out of mashed potatoes, which it does look like.
Oh.
Adrian, I fight for my country.
So
anyways,
if he does,
that brings me to my question though. Like, I want to ask all of you guys, like, what's the game that you would say the closest that you probably could have kind of been competitive to? Like, I remember back in the day, I used to be like crazy good at like the Tony Hawk games, and like I would beat all my friends, and like I could have probably gone further of it. I could have gone a lot further with it, because like I know I could get like 15 to 20 million points for like a 2-minute session in Tony Hawk, just doing tricks and shit. Like for me, that probably would have been the game that I was best at. What about you guys?
Well, to be fair, Ian, I don't really play like online multiplayer games, because that will instantly dash any hopes you ever have.
Right, like
you play
any game. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm just like, I think the game I play the best is probably Rogue Legacy, because I beat it before the Mac version came out. I've had New Game Plus 6 on it. I mean, I'm not saying I'm good at it. I'm just saying I played that game a lot. It's like, why don't I just beat it again? Yeah, all right, I'll just beat it again.
Well, like, were you competitive with friends and stuff?
No, because
he knows better.
I don't have friends, Ian. I thought we've established this.
That's why he's on a podcast with us.
Yeah. I'm no good
you guys aren't my friends. I want hugs.
No. I'm no good at games. That's why I play them for the internet to see, so they can laugh at me, and then I can get their money.
Well, we've seen you play Minecraft, Frank. So.
Yes.
Didn't you play video games back in the day? Like.
Yes. And I didn't get any better.
Last time Frank and his wife showed up, they were playing Mario 1, and I said, and he was getting mad. He's like, I've been playing this game so long. I'm like, yeah, Frank, you've been playing it since it came out, and you still haven't beaten it. She's like, wait a minute, what? You've been playing this game for 20-something years and still haven't.
I have.
No, you haven't.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Oh,
I see.
Somebody's a little hurt now.
You're the one who's
outed by your bro there, bro.
He's making up tales now.
Who's the final boss, Frank?
Me, because I'm the boss. Bitch.
No, Tony Danza's the boss.
No.
No,
the girl's the boss.
that's true.
Tony Danza is the poor man, Sylvester Stallone. It comes full fucking circle, guys.
So, what about you, Doug? I bet you probably been competitive.
The only actual game I could really think I would have been competitive in is NCAA football. It's been a weird dichotomy because I can beat ass, I can kick ass, I can throw ass, and I can make people look like chumps on NCAA football. But the minute
When
you
throw
get
ass,
me
is
into
there just
Madden,
ass there to pick up?
yes.
Let's go on
But,
the field of ass and throw him.
But if you get me on Madden, which is essentially the same fucking engine, I get my ass handed to me. I don't get it. My little brother kicks my ass in Madden. We jump over to NCAA. I'm the ruler there.
Yeah.
I'm the
I get
captain
fucking dude. No, I get fucking destroyed like 45-3 on Madden, and I win like 45-25 on NCAA. I don't get it.
Nice.
And I will
Nice.
pick like the worst teams ever. Like I will pick like Elon Phoenix or Akron or Bowling Green. Teams that have no realistic shot to win a damn thing. And then, boom, beat you. You're number one in the country. Not anymore. Fuck off.
How about you,
What about
Nate?
you?
We were talking
You know,
last
looking
week
at
about
the
how many
game.
hours of anime you watched. What game have you put the most hours in?
Yeah.
Most hours in.
Well, in like the game that you think you could be the most competitive in.
If you got onto your Steam account right now and saw your hours played in your library, what would be the top one?
I could tell you what game I'd probably be best at,
What's the?
but as far as the one that has the most hours played, that's probably the one that like I let run for the most hours.
Well, just say both.
Oh, so Cookie Clicker, gotcha.
No.
Clicker here.
I probably it's called Gotcha Force.
My name is Mayo.
What's it called? Gotcha Force.
Yeah, Gotcha Force.
Okay,
Not-
so that's
not
the
like-
most hours logged for you.
Well, that's probably the game I was probably best at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's like if you mix Super Smash Brothers and Pokemon and like kind of like those whatever those Skylanders things are, but you wouldn't have to pay for each of the Skylanders, and then you had like robots, but you have teams of 30 of them.
Robot Wars.
I used to get good a little bit at the Mortal Kombat, the original ones, but I was like,
Oh no, I just
might as well
got-
not even try at that because that's
No.
so fucking
Oh, no.
competitive, man.
Name a Mortal Kombat you can never beat.
Any of them?
Yeah, you.
Dude, I've beaten almost every Mortal Kombat known to man except for Mortal Kombat 2.
So
How many
wait.
did they make?
Have you ever beat it on Master?
No.
Master!
Yeah.
Master!
Yeah, but you don't know that Mortal playing against the computer, like that's not even on the radar of competitive because you got to play against other
Yeah.
people, man.
Yeah.
Because I saw somebody play on Master and like they beat it in like a minute.
Oh yeah.
No, if you want
Like,
something hard in Master, play Ninja Gaiden.
Well, let me just tell you, fighting games, I don't like. That's a whole nother language because it's like I can play them with somebody sitting next to me, but then the minute it comes against the computer or playing online with somebody that's used to fighting games, it's like nope.
well, the
Oh,
thing you
yeah,
also
yeah.
got to kind of have to remember is we are now in the age of fighting
Apocalypse?
sticks making a comeback.
Of what? Making comeback?
Fighting sticks, like people will
I've
go
still
out.
got
They'll,
two of those.
yeah, like there's a one for Mortal Kombat that costs like 150, $200.
Yeah.
I mean, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I've got two of those.
Damn, dude.
Mm.
Here's a.
Hmm. Bro.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
About-
Aw. I wanted to get
Aw.
Doug's input on this new story too. It was a
Aw.
PS4 game.
Oh,
Oh no.
Yeah, get to the PS4 story, Ben. Quick.
Alright. PS4. The Tomorrow Children for PS4 isn't good, but it is bizarre.
Oh boy.
The Tomorrow Children is one of the most bizarre video games I've ever played. It's a schizophrenic jumble of ideas full of half-formed gameplay conceits and aesthetic influences that range from proletarian and Soviet art to Terry Gilliam and Godzilla movies. Even if you're a fan of simple time wasters, I wouldn't recommend this one. That said, there's something fascinating about it in all its messiness. Like watching a car wreck as you drive by. Only this car wreck is made out of voxels, talks with a bad Russian accent, and is fending off giant scorpion monsters.
What game is this?
The Tomorrow Children, the PS4.
Oh. I see.
So, there's no strong sense of direction, lending the entire experience the coherence and welcome of a factory farm. So,
Wow.
It looks like they're hailing Hitler or something.
it looks interesting. I mean,
Doug, is this on your wish list?
No.
Yeah.
Here we go. That's actually this comment ties in with what I was going to talk to you guys about before. So for some reason, my shit got all fucked up.
oh no.
But when I'm done making my game, hopefully my game is at least 2 points better than whatever pile of trash that is. Which
Is that next weekend, or was it supposed to be this weekend? It was supposed to be done.
I don't even know if it's ever going to be 100% done. But I'm actually thinking about doing that Humble Bundle.
Oh, the one I mentioned on last week's show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I looked it up, and you actually get free games.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you like donate like 15 or more and shit. So, but
Nice.
I was a little sad though because they don't give you the Vita export stuff under the Humble Bundle.
No,
a little
but
sad
you can.
about that.
No, but you can buy it separately.
I didn't check
So-
how much it was, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Game Maker Studio. Check it out, kids.
I think it's only available for like another day or so. But
Oh yeah.
I mean, I already own it, so I'm just tossing it out there.
What else we
Good
got here, Ian?
Okay, this is the last one, just real quick. This is about Netflix asks FCC to declare data caps unreasonable.
thank
So-
God, thank you,
Yeah.
Netflix. Son of a bitch.
So yeah, Netflix is even hopping in here and being like, "Hey, you guys need to,
Go,
get
man. You
that
fucking
shit
suck, man.
out of
We
here."
fucking call you, man. We come get your money, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, FCC should use broadband deployment power to discourage data caps, Netflix says. So they're like, FCC, you know, you guys always in the past, you would throw around your gigantic balls and shit. Whatever happened to those days? You need to go back to those days and start throwing some of that weight around, man.
God
Yeah.
bless them. They're doing the Lord's work, that fucking Netflix.
They are.
I mean, they want more of our money, but that's okay.
It's like they brought back Full House, and now this.
Marvel series, man. Marvel. That's the only reason Netflix fucking exists for me anymore. Is Marvel TV series.
Well,
That's going to be about it.
what about all those Pixar movies that they're getting the rights to be the first place for?
No one gives a fuck about Pixar.
Well, that's an interesting statement from the Dugginator.
That's a bold
Yeah,
statement
let's-
there, Doug.
Put on. We'll
Those
mail
are-
either
sorry,
mail your
sorry,
hate mail
my
to
apologies.
Doug or Frank.
My apologies. I should amend that statement. Nobody over the age of 7 cares about Pixar movies.
Oh. No, Doug, it's just like My Little Pony. Their intended audience is 6-year-olds, but they end up getting fucking 40-year-old men to watch it.
Which makes it automatically seem way more pervy than it already did. Thank you for that, Frank.
You're welcome. Alright, so what else are we
It
doing
says,
here?
such a declaration wouldn't require ISPs to eliminate data caps, but it could pressure ISPs to limit the caps or at least offer more data before charging overage fees. In previous years, the FCC has raised the minimum speed requirement in an effort to promote faster speeds. They're arguing that like just 300 gigabytes per month allotment is required just to meet the internet television needs of an average American, without accounting for other things consumers want to do on the internet, like web
What
browsing
about the
and downloading
porn?
shit.
What about Frank's
yeah.
porn addiction?
Comcast, they raised
Terry
theirs
Crews
to
was
1 terabyte.
born.
Yeah.
And now he's a part of the PC master race, Doug. How do you feel about that?
Well, he did play football. Maybe that part of his brain got some of that concussion symptoms.
Oh boy.
Well, that's what you get. He left the group. He said something bad about Terry Crews, and Google will not have that.
Let's get rid of this nasty beard. I love that commercial. Okay,
Yeah.
keep going.
Like, I think something realistic would be maybe like a petabyte a month. Like, if you really need to have some kind of cap on there, just do like a petabyte, but like 1 terabyte or 2, like still the average household, even if you don't like watch porn or torrent stuff, like that, you're still probably going to go over a couple terabytes.
If
I
you
mean,
have
that's
teenagers in your
ridiculous.
house, you're going to go through a shit ton of data. I know a guy who has girls. Oh, look, Doug joined us. I know a guy who has daughters with. He gave first. Don't ask me why. He gave his daughters S5s. They're 7 years old, and
Oh,
they
no.
burn through data a month. Just plow through it. And he's grandfathered into the unlimited data, but they're like, it's going to go away, and he's like, no. So.
Wait. So anyway, so what's the overall statement of this article here, Ian? So is it?
It's not really much of a statement, just saying like that's what they're pushing for, and I'm sure other people are pushing for it, because like that's having those kind of data caps that's going to encroach upon their business, and that's going to probably prevent them from using their services.
It becomes the whole issue of it's going to hurt their businesses, and also it's the whole issue of everyone has to be fair on the internet, and it's like, well, if you can watch all these shows but these people can't, that's not fair. So I don't know.
Doug, any final thoughts?
We the people.
Doug, what were your thoughts on the on that mini Nintendo that came out, the NES?
Well, it's not out yet, but it's
well,
finally Nintendo does something cool, but they kind of fucked it up because you can't play your existing Nintendo games in it.
Well, I just
What the fuck is that shit?
Well, they don't want people with a flash cart to put ROMs in it.
Well, I linked a story while you were away about another NES that's coming out for was it $449 or $499?
Yeah.
So.
We won't get him on that other article, but we should get him on his opinion on the Adblock Plus thing, I think, too.
I don't know. How do you feel about Adblock, Doug?
Adblock?
Yeah, Adblock is putting ads on now.
Honestly, I support someone wanting to not have ads. I mean, to be honest. It's more a personal choice thing whether they really want to run Adblock or not. I mean, yeah, it does suck to a point, especially for smaller YouTubers. But I mean, every YouTuber, as far as a user goes, should have the option to not have to watch certain ads as far as the Adblock goes.
Well, we came down to I think we all pretty much could agree that, like, if YouTube lets you use, like content creators just pick their ads and shit, like have an ad related to your channel. I mean, like a cooking show, have cooking ads, food ads on a cooking channel. I mean, it's not that hard.
One of my favorite channels, actually, they have a shit ton of Trump commercials, and as soon as it's over, they just do Trump jokes the entire episode and just rip into it. It's hilarious.
Well, I think the major thing that a lot of YouTubers are running into right now is the fact that a lot of those style of ads are popping on, and they're like, "What the fuck? I don't support this." And some YouTubers actually feel misrepresented due to that, because a lot of standard users who don't really know the business of YouTube think that it's YouTuber approved ads. These are the ads that we want, and we really don't get much of a say.
I mean, you could do sponsorships and put your own ads, but they can't be,
Yeah.
you know, the automated AdSense kind of stuff, and that's
Well,
that's a whole different thing.
One thing
Yeah.
I think they probably said though with that is like nobody then would choose the credit card ads probably then.
Yeah.
Nobody would sponsor those.
But I think in that sense, though, if you're like, you know what, I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired of dealing with the ad issues on YouTube. I'm tired, like, and a bunch of people are already starting to get really pissy about this new the new ad-friendly policy, and also
Yeah, like the demonetization.
Yeah.
A lot of the people that would do ads for their channel is the people that they wouldn't care about
Yeah.
the swearing and shit. Like they would be all about their channel, but
Yeah.
no, since you have to water it down for every fucking ad company, we'll just water it down so there's no flavor or content in anything.
Well, that's how YouTube operates, though. It's a big mystery machine that they don't really talk to the people on the system.
Yeah,
and
you can't get a hold of anybody.
They don't tell you
100 number.
They don't tell you how the algorithm works or anything. It's all they want to control it, and it's all non-transparent. So
Well, that's why a lot of us are looking to things like Patreon and product sponsors. I mean, in the absence of ads for certain YouTubers, they would rather just say, "Fuck it, get a sponsorship." That way, they have at least a reliable revenue stream that isn't interrupted when YouTube says, "Oh, change the algorithm." Sorry.
hey, guess
All
what?
right,
The new
guys.
thing is we're all going to learn banjo.
All right, guys, I gotta head out of here.
What?
I got my super secret project.
Man,
Oh.
I've never heard something so sweet in all my life.
Frank's going to turn into Batman.
Oh,
He doesn't want
Oh
us
wait
to
a
know.
minute, didn't you have any articles or something?
No,
Oh, so Ben was kind of like doing yours for you.
I
He was gonna do one on pinstriping, but then he gave up when I showed up.
yeah,
Well,
I-
you
He's
missed
like,
it. You missed it,
fuck
Doug.
it.
Ian already dropped a cartoon brew story on us. So
Well, I had to. I couldn't find it in any other thing. Like,
Oh, you
then
know
again, I
what?
was kind of lazy.
I have a cartoon related news story. I have
Okay.
a cartoon related news story. Did you know that Adult Swim is on tour right now?
probably.
They actually just hit Columbus 2 weeks ago. It's the Adult Swim drive-through party.
Oh,
I unfortunately had to work the next day, otherwise I would have went. But they show up with all sorts of unreleased trailers, unreleased content of some of the TV shows and the cartoons and stuff. And they actually have food trucks and all sorts of
Sweet.
sweet shit.
is
But,
Metalocalypse touring with them? They've toured before.
No.
Okay.
Actually, Metalocalypse is over.
So
Adult Swim is not promoting it anymore. I think they might run the reruns, but that's about it.
all right.
We unfortunately have to throw Metalocalypse in the same vein as like Lucy, the Daughter of the Devil, and stuff
bye,
like
Frank.
Oh, I gotta go, guys. So I
But,
apologize.
I don't know how this show is going to be run without you.
A lot more friendly, probably.
that. Yeah.
I'm
Have
just
a good time, Frank.
joking.
Have a good time on
No.
your secret mystery base. Thanks for
We are going to
thanks
miss
for
you,
being on.
though.
Have fun with
Yeah,
your
sure.
secret masturbation. I mean, your secret mystery base.
There's no secret about that, Doug.
Well, Frank, we are going to miss you, though. Like, for real, what's going on with next week, though? Are you going to be able to call from somewhere Snowden's bunker or something next weekend?
I might be if my secret base has Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm not. I cannot disclose any knowledge.
Well, what are you going to?
He's
Third
traveling
world
back to
country or something?
1955, and
I mean, even third world countries have Wi-Fi.
Barney,
I,
we have to go back to the future.
I cannot disclose any information. I do not want my stalkers following me. I might not come back alive. I will miss you all.
he's going back to kill Hitler. Okay, guys.
Are you
Just tell
gonna will me your stuff?
I don't have anything, especially not for you.
Oh, Frank.
Yeah, it's a new gaming rig.
Shh. All right, guys. I'll holler at you when I can.
All right,
Okay.
have a good one,
I'm
Frank.
just gonna
Peace.
make that will out to me.
Ben,
Bye,
don't
lady
try not to ruin the show without me, bro.
I'll try doing a nice impersonation of you. That'll work.
All right, later.
Later. All right, so
Okay, he's gone.
but,
We can talk about him now.
oh, like we need to start. But calling back to Metalocalypse, Doug, have you seen this news story? Black metal legend elected to Norwegian town council against his will. My campaign was a picture of me holding my cat saying, "Please don't vote for me."
You know that we hangs with pickles.
Oh, that reminds me, Doug.
Yes,
I was
ma'am.
curious, like, your hair is growing out a little bit more now. Like, what are you gonna do when it grows out a little bit more? Are you gonna sort of like have a slick back wrestler type hairstyle or something?
Dreadlocks. He's going for dreadlocks.
Nope. Probably gonna be the same as before.
What did you do with your hair when you got it cut off? Because I know my girlfriend, like, she cut her hair pretty short, but she was able to get money for like the long hair, you know, because they use it for like extension and other shit or something.
Oh yeah. What is it, like $400?
Yeah, it's like a lot of money for long real hair, man. Like, hopefully you didn't just like throw that shit away.
Lots
Yeah,
of love.
I kind of did. Yeah.
Ah.
Mostly
It's like
because
$2,000 for premium.
Oh man,
Wow.
pure ginger hair. You know what you could get for that?
yeah,
Actually, yeah,
I'm just saying.
depending on the color.
we're less than 2% of the
Natural
population.
red,
So.
yeah, natural redhead. Yeah, that probably would have been premium,
Yeah,
especially if you conditioned.
yeah. You should
I don't
have
need
donated to
conditioning,
Lots of
boy.
Love.
You know, I was thinking about that, but there wasn't. I did a little bit of insight into that, but like cutting it as short as it was kind of a spur of the moment thing.
Where did you get it
So-
cut at?
Oh, my wife did it. We have a pair of clippers here at the house.
Did she like make a ponytail and then she just did one first snip and then you probably died on the inside, didn't you?
No,
The single
like,
tear just going down.
see,
Yeah.
well, see, the thing is, and Ben can attest to this too, is that I almost never had it that long when I was in high school.
No, yeah, it's
Like that just was not my thing.
You know, I used to have a ponytail when I was younger. I've mentioned this before,
Then
but
and then your dad said, "I don't raise no children," so
no, what? What do you mean you don't raise no children? What? No,
I don't raise no children.
no. I don't know why my dad is Van Driesen. Anyway, no. My mom wanted to breed it into rat tail, and even though I'd grown up with it almost my entire life, I just said, no, just cut that shit off. I'm not that kid from Jesus Camp. Thank you very much. But yeah, never underestimate the power of a cute cat, though. Jokingly shared a photo of himself holding his cat, whose name roughly translates to peanut butter, specifically asking people to not vote for him. Now he will be required to serve as Councilman Guile Fenner's angel for 4 years before stepping down as an option. That's great. I don't know. I mean,
So wait, how can you force somebody to run?
He ran.
Wait,
He ran, but he was running jokingly, saying, "Don't vote for me," and then they voted for him. So they didn't force him to run. They just forced him now that he's won. he's been elected. That cat, man.
By the way, this ties into the other news of the day, ladies and gentlemen. There's new Meshuggah on YouTube. Look that shit up. As you were.
Okay. I mean, I have some Ohio-centric news if you guys want to. Talk about that. A couple of news stories. Some Ohio-centric news stories.
Nah.
Well, what's...
Well, I mean, there's that story in Columbus about that 13-year-old that was shot for carrying a BB gun.
Nah.
There's that grandmother
Nah.
that OD'd on heroin and with their kid in the car.
Nah.
That photo that was going around.
Black.
And then there was the chilling 911 call from a woman held
Nate's
captive
like,
in Ohio.
Nobody cares about that, dude.
Nah.
Police found 3 bodies after arresting her captor. So,
Arresting her captor.
well then, I'm just
Got any
gonna.
stories about cats or something
Nate's like-
positive?
Nobody cares about somebody getting shot.
I'm just saying, our state is in the news lately, but not for good things.
No.
Since when is our state ever in the news for good stuff?
We are the home of aviation there, Nate. Don't you remember? Orville and Wilbur Wright.
We are the home of rock and motherfucking roll.
Well, Marilyn Manson is from Ohio, so
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is in Ohio, sir.
Ohio looks like ass, and it is ass. I mean,
I don't know what kind of butt you've been looking at there, Ian. Ohio looks like a butt? I guess I can kind of see it if you squint.
I mean, all the trees are already losing their leaves, and it's like, and it's gonna start getting this shitty time of the year where it's like everything looks like brown shit.
Brown shit. Well, I don't know. How about
it's the most pumpkin spice time.
Oh yeah, we got some pumpkin spice Oreos. I started having that at Mark's.
Oh man.
Basic bitches running and basic bitches jumping and running in fear.
Did you hear about they found the HMS Terror? Ship found in Arctic 168 years after doomed Northwest Passage attempt. So, boy, your give a shit meter must be broken, huh, guys? Well.
Nate's like, that's not video game news, right, Nate?
No, that's interesting. Next story.
Well, I got this story from Wired about Barbie's new smart home.
What was that about? Is that like the same vein of that spying? Barbie with the video camera.
Let's see, the 2015 version of the Barbie Dream House was pretty rad. It had a slot that let you use a phone as a TV screen, a bay window that flips down and becomes a pool, plug-and-play appliances, and a roomy 3-level floor plan. It's hard to see how the next-gen BDH could improve, and savvy shoppers will likely scoff at the proposition of buying new real estate for their dolls after only a year. But slow your roll and bust out your wallet, because Mattel's new Barbie Home Dreamhouse makes last year's version seem like a rat-infested hovel. This mini mansion is dope AF. The 2016 version of Barbie's Ultimate Crib, hold on, let me just copy it, is voice-controlled, and you can add your own custom sound effects to the home using a mobile app. Oh, snap. What? I know, right?
Like, I want like this, but I want like a
boy version. Forget having to operate the elevator by hand like a dumbwaiter, because it's voice controlled and moves automatically now. You can also activate silly mode and have the toilet cluck like a dang chicken. It's what a real smart home should be, straight crushing it with universal voice control instead of a hodgepodge of disparate appliances hogging up app space on your phone. Smarter than your home. The house needs a Wi-Fi connection and cloud-based speech recognition for those voice controls to work, sort of like an Amazon Echo. By saying, "Hello, Dreamhouse," the home starts listening to your commands, and you can tell it to do more than 100 things.
So why do you want any version of this stuff, Nate?
I thought like you could make like a Transformers-based version, and like you could have like Teletron 1 or something, or like you could do like. Now that I see this, I'm like, nope, not what I expected. It's crap.
Hey, well, you can't take it back. You said you wanted it.
I said I'd want one like this, but like for Transformers.
Someone's gonna mod this piece of shit, actually put it in something like that, and have it answer something like, "What up, bitch? You dope as fuck."
You can. Well, I mean, if you can make custom sounds through a mobile app, it won't be very long before somebody puts in like porn sound effects.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
I don't know.
Well,
someone walks through, they're like, "Take it, Barry."
Oh man.
I mean, putting technology with this, I mean, it can be neat and stuff, but it's like, who's the genius that ought to put a webcam in Barbie? I mean,
some pervert.
Yeah.
I don't know. How about well, how about this story? Delaying Star Trek Discovery means CBS can't boldly go into streaming. Does that interest you guys, or should I just wrap up the news?
Was that again?
Delaying Star Trek Discovery means CBS can't boldly go into streaming.
They're delaying STD? What the heck?
Well,
I really don't care about Star Wars.
When CBS revealed it was making a new Star Trek series last year, the network didn't just announce the new chapter in a franchise, it laid out a whole new method for how fans would watch it. Following the pilot's premiere on CBS, Star Trek Discovery would be the flagship exclusive show of the network's bold move into streaming, CBS All Access. That plan has hit a snag. CBS announced yesterday that Star Trek Discovery is being delayed from its planned debut in January until May. The new premiere date is driven by the belief of the creative team that this gives the show the appropriate time for delivery of the highest quality premium edition of the first new Star Trek TV series in over a decade, CBS said in a statement. Instead of new Trek, the network said it would debut an as-yet untitled spin-off of The Good Wife as a CBS All-Access exclusive in February of next year.
Doug, do you care about Star Trek?
As it pertains to this particular iteration, there's only one thing I can say.
What?
Urbance.
Come on!
Urbance.
Oh, what's the matter there? Okay.
Go ahead, Ben.
What's the matter there, Doug? You don't like Christopher Pine as Kirk? You don't like Zachary Quinto as Mr.
Well,
Spock?
here's the thing. Number one, the most recent movie I had no interest in seeing. Zero. It looked boring. It really looked boring. And
It wasn't. I liked it.
It's like, oh, look at these interpretations.
you like Ghostbusters. You like
That's-
You are disqualified, motherfucking, okay?
You know, Doug, I hate to tell you this, but you don't get to classify what is qualified. So,
I classify what is qualified. You are this motherfucker qualified. Talk about some qualification type shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you right. You fucking like Ghostbusters. Dirtbag.
said the man that missed the opportunity to sell his hair and make a quick buck. Good day, sir. I said good day.
I'll have a good day when someone freely admits that Ghostbusters is a pile of shit.
But see, I actually saw the movie, Doug, so I have an opinion. I mean,
I don't need to see the movie to have an opinion.
sure
The
you
fact
don't.
is, the
Doug.
special effects looked like shit that was rejected from the Haunted Mansion. The acting looked like shit that was rejected from somebody's really bad fan-made spin-off movie. And the fact that all the guys that were still alive that did the cameos basically acted like it was a cash grab. It was the greatest thing ever. Fact is, the cash grab is the worst thing ever. So saith the flock, so saith these nuts. Okay?
These nuts. D-E-Z-N-E-T-Z.
Yep.
Well,
These
it's nice to know that your nuts are
2016.
trying to tell people whether or not to see a movie that you have not seen. So, whatever, Doug.
Hey.
I know you're afraid of ghosts. It's okay, because I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Which, by the way, I went and saw Suicide Squad again last week. Still fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, aren't they getting sued or something?
Huh?
Suicide Squad was getting sued because they were like, wasn't enough
Oh,
Joker or
not
some shit.
enough Joker. To which I say,
Why so serious?
you want to know how Ben got those scars? See, he went to go see a movie. It's called Ghostbusters. And then all the little people came scrambling across the screen. And then, out of nowhere, really bad special effects started to happen.
I always called it Ghost Butchers because they kind of butched it. Ghost Botchers.
You okay over there, Ian, with that one? I mean, it fell so hard, and I could just see
Like
you
all,
trying
like most
so
of Melissa
desperately
McCarthy's
with that
fat
one.
jokes in that movie.
In what movie?
Ghost
'Cause,
Butchers.
they didn't make any fat jokes about her in Ghostbusters, but you know, if you actually saw the movie, you would know that.
Yeah,
So
yeah, all the shit that was in the previews that made most of that one big fat joke.
no,
Because you know, all the fat women have to be loud and fucking
Except she
No.
wasn't in that movie.
Oh.
But again, I'm going to reiterate: if you'd
Melissa
actually
McCarthy?
seen the movie, you would.
Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah, she was
You
actually
want
very.
actually? Hey,
She wasn't the loud one in that movie, so. But you know, thanks for judging a movie based
she's
on
the loud one
trailers.
in every movie.
No.
She's the loud one in every movie. Okay.
No. It's nice to see when you're talking out your asshole, Doug. But go ahead, keep going.
Hey, you just mad because it's the truth, my dude.
You're just the guy giving the book report that hasn't read the book, and it's great. I love it. Keep going.
This is the thing is, I don't fucking read the book. I ain't gonna fucking read the cliff notes if it's a pile of trash. It looks like a pile of trash. It sounds like a pile of trash, and it performed like a pile of trash.
You know, I actually might try to see if I could watch the movie so I could have the right trash on it.
Well, Nate saw the movie, and
Yeah, he liked it, I guess, but I mean,
but that's
I
neat.
didn't
You're
watch
like,
the
what?
original, but like
Well, you weren't expecting it to be as good as the original.
absolutely
is-
not.
I mean, it was an alright film. I mean,
well, I mean, if you're gonna release something after it, shouldn't movies do better than the previous movie?
Since when is the sequel ever better than the original? Really?
Terminator
Lots of
2.
movies.
Except Terminator 2. That is the exclusion.
Rocky.
Because
Well, let's see. Sequel better than the original.
American Pie.
Yeah,
Hannibal.
American
I
Pie
said
2.
besides Terminator 2.
American Pie 2 was better than the first one. I will give you that.
Yeah.
Like,
See,
There we
there's
got 2.
Hannibal was better than Silence of the Lambs.
And prequels do not
rounds
count.
3. 12 rounds 3 was better than 12 rounds 1. That's for damn show.
I
See,
I personally
I'm of the
like
opinion-
Ghostbusters 2 versus the first one. Like, I know the first one was technically better, but like, for me, the second one was more fun, I guess.
I'm saying with any movie, it could be hit or miss.
I say for what it is, it was a good film. I mean,
Right.
I
For
kinda-
what it is.
If you,
I personally
if
liked
you
it.
have
Probably.
to say, if you have to say for what it is, that means
Well,
you're giving
that-
it way too much credit.
Well, think about it. For what Ghostbusters 2 was, it was all right. It wasn't Ghostbusters 1. So, again, Doug. But, like I said, I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Okay, like, have you guys ever seen Coneheads, for instance?
A
Yes.
long time ago, yes.
And did you like Coneheads?
At the
Yes.
time. I don't know
Right.
if it holds up today.
And for what Coneheads is, it's a movie about alien monsters with cones for heads. It was an enjoyable movie, correct?
It was an enjoyable movie that had specific groundings in another medium that they just expanded upon.
Right.
I
Well,
like the other.
This
the
this
Lethal
Ghostbusters
Weapon
movie
sequel is better.
has no bearings. This
What do you mean?
Ghostbusters movie is supposed to exist to basically reboot the entire franchise from square one.
And you're sitting here judging it against the first two movies? You're sitting here having not
No.
seen it,
No,
saying
no, no,
all these
see-
things?
see-
Yes, yes,
See,
yes.
here's the thing. I am not judging it against the original. I'm judging it for what's doing as opposed to the original.
Yeah, but you can't do that if you haven't seen it, Doug. You're judging it based on what you think it's doing.
I
You're sitting there
absolutely
saying
can.
you think that Melissa McCarthy is doing all kinds of fat jokes. Not one fat joke in the entire movie.
You don't read jokes like a normal person would then.
Nate, was there any fat jokes with Melissa McCarthy in that movie?
I saw the movie one time.
That's my point.
So,
There weren't any, and she wasn't the loud character. She was actually fairly quiet for most of the movie.
I'm not talking just loud in speaking. I'm talking loud in personality.
She wasn't.
And judging from the previews, which is supposed to get you interested in the movie, she's
Now,
one
if
of
we're
two
going to-
loud characters.
If we're going to comment on previews, Doug, there are plenty of award-winning critical movies that if you were going based on the preview, you wouldn't have seen it. So this isn't let's
I
judge
will
the
agree with
previews.
that,
We're
like-
judging the movie.
like for instance, like Pixels. I saw Pixels, the previews, and I didn't want to watch it. But after I saw it, I'm like, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
The original Indiana Jones trailer was, and yet,
But the trailer is supposed to intrigue your audience.
Well, all
The
that
trailer is
does.
supposed
That
to
just
put
means they
your
did a
best
bad
foot
job.
forward.
Well, Doug,
If
if every movie that had a shitty trailer was condemned because of a shitty trailer, I'm sorry, but you'd have a lot more movies condemned. There's a lot more reasoning behind this than you just didn't like the trailer. Yeah.
There's the fact of the matter of, yeah, there are other aspects to it as well, but
You're bringing your own shit in. This isn't about the movie. This is about you going in, going, it's not my Ghostbusters. Boo-hoo-hoo. Grow a set.
It's not just that. Just aside from the fact it's not my Ghostbusters, it's the fact that the way it was presented was shoddy. The way it was produced was shoddy. Everybody, in most cases, agrees on the fact that the special effects are not up to par with anything of the last 5 to 10 years. And everyone's like, oh, it's okay. It's okay for what it is. You're trying to serve me shit on a silver platter.
Well, I think you're already full of shit, Doug, so that's okay.
You may think
let's
I'm full
settle
of shit,
this in
but
trivia.
Now, I'll sell this in the ring when I kick your ass. Go on, brother.
hey, someone get me a vial of the gout.
I don't think you understand how gout works there, Doug. That's like, give me a vial of
Well,
the
no
gate.
shit.
No.
It's meant to be a joke, slap nuts.
Well, see, a joke has to be funny, and that wasn't. So...
To the
I heard
ring.
laughs.
And now it's time for trivia music. Hit it, hit it again.
After.
But Frank didn't give us any news this week.
Well, that was the end of the news, though. His news was the typewriter, remember?
Here's the news. Trivia time.
Yes. And, since... Oh, yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah, trivia again. Or whatever we're doing.
Barbie's dream house is NSA contracted.
So-
yeah, probably.
They're like,
So-
free Barbie Dream House. Oh,
Okay,
just connect it to your Wi-Fi and talk a lot.
Yeah, and go on the webcam.
Stay woke.
Oh, man. So,
You can even see where your Barbie Dream House is at all times.
Whoa.
And
It
maybe
got
you can
way
also...
creepy just now.
fight the patriarchy.
Can you also... Does that have the thing where you can browse the, like, various, baby webcams or whatever?
Oh, you're talking about that.
Like, it's pretty much like a
Womp womp.
Google search for baby monitors.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
so-
are we doing
I will
Would You
ta-
Rather or Google?
So there's this one model of like a baby monitor, and all their passwords for their thing are like password 1, apparently. So
Yeah, Frank's not here, so he doesn't get the title. And this is going to be a title match, too, isn't it? So Frank doesn't get to win anything.
So, are we doing Would You Rather or Google?
Yeah, what game would you rather? Would you rather do the Would You Rather?
let's do Would You Rather, because that is like a bleak and a blissful,
Yeah.
and like it
And you,
takes away our faith in humanity.
you don't have to
That
sit
one.
and guess numbers either. You don't have to sit and go, ooh, that's percentage versus this one might be high. You know, this one it's more Would You Rather. So, who's going to read them?
Why don't you read it, Ben? You're good at reading.
Oh, I see. All right. Would you
Yeah,
rather?
you could do something.
Would you rather put a toothpick in your toenail and kick the wall, or have paper cuts all over your body and jump in a pool of lemon juice?
See, faith in humanity gone.
I'm going to say a toothpick in your toenail because that's one spot
Yeah.
versus all over. That's just...
I would
I've had
say
one
the same
paper
thing.
cut and that hurts
Have you
a
guys
lot.
ever heard of bamboo torture?
Yeah, they do that slowly, Nate. That's... You don't just real quickly... I mean, I've had splinters and stuff go up the quick of my nail before. I mean, that's... Yeah.
Or how about
Oh
you
my
get
goodness.
paper cuts in your nail?
Or paper cut your taint. Anyway, so... Which Which one are you guys going for? I went with toothpick.
Blue.
I'm gonna go blue
Toothpick.
because there are certain parts of your body you would not want paper cuts on.
That's
What's
gonna
that
last
song?
longer.
I'm blue, I'm a blue, I'm a blue.
Do ba ba dee ba ba do. Eiffel 65 or 60 something. I don't know. Doug, which one are you going with?
Toothpick, and that's as Eiffel 65.
There we go.
Oh,
most
maybe
people.
wrong.
What?
Who wrote this? The guys from Jackass? Huh.
Well, they did do an episode of well, actually, I think it's in the movie where Steve-O got paper cuts in no, it's Knoxville.
Yeah.
Knoxville and Steve-O. Knoxville got the webbings of his fingers and the webbings of his toes, and Steve-O got the corners of his mouth.
Oh boy. So
Oh,
would
yeah, I
you
remember that one.
Yeah, I read an interview with
He
him
did
talking
the-
about that.
Didn't he do that? What about that one where he was like cutting his tongue and stuff?
Well, Steve-O did that during a Stern
hard
interview.
Stern?
He took a piece of a light bulb. Anyway, would you rather be a patient in a faith-based, e.g., Catholic, Lutheran, Jewish hospital, or be a patient in a privately or community-owned hospital? Well, Ian, since I jumped the gun last time and went first, you go ahead.
I'm gonna.
That's a hard one.
I didn't know
Actually,
there was faith-based hospitals.
I would do the faith-based one because like, it's sort of like anything could go in with the privately owned one where it's like,
Well,
they could do some Dr. Gavorkian shit.
Well, I mean, the question is, does the faith-based affect how they do stuff? Like, they don't do certain procedures? Because, like, you know, there's
Yes.
like St. Well,
Yes.
does St. Jude's... I'm saying, isn't St. Jude's or, you know, whoever, or all those cancer, you know, hospitals that have by a saint name in it, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay,
Animal nudity is tasteful.
so yeah, this is a continuation of the
Part
11th
2.
episode. Yeah, I tried to. What happened? It says the call ended because of authentication issues, and then I tried to click back on it again, and it said you're not authorized.
Yeah, it did the same to me.
Oh, huh.
I tried to rejoin, and it was like, no.
Weird, bro.
Yes. So eventually, at some point, maybe I'll merge these or something and re-upload it. I don't fucking. I'll get around to that sometime.
None of this matters.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 2 of our exciting episode this week on fonts. Benjamin, will you please
Fontify.
continue the lesson on Arial Black?
Yeah, well, how's
And
that?
so
Do they got any
low-
hot new documentaries?
And so said the word of Helvetica New.
Times New Roman.
Praise
Oh, yeah.
be to Georgia.
Yeah. Man, this-
Waiting forever.
Shit, man. Maybe this question broke it. Maybe they're like, no, we're not gonna let you guys choose this one.
Well, you weren't trying to monetize, man. I don't know. All right, so I say screw it. Show back your screen, and let's answer that question. I want to find out.
Why? They didn't fuck up my scoreboard, so I mean, like.
Let's find out. All right, so which one did you go with, Ian? You were the last one.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say like. I would like to. I mean, our Christian people. I mean, they're not like that anymore. They're like I mean, sure, back in the day they would like.
They're not like that
kill
anymore.
it. They didn't kill and stuff. So no. So you're saying Christian people kill? No,
Yes.
They kill
Christian-
and maim people. So like back in the
they-
old days where they were.
There are still.
like
You tell
barbarians.
me that people don't. You tell me that people haven't killed other people because they weren't Christian. You tell me that still doesn't happen. Come on now. Come on, Ian. You're smarter than that.
Were you talking about like ISIS? Because that's a different religion and stuff.
Oh
Like,
my
they're-
goodness.
Wow,
People
Ian.
don't kill people because of Jesus.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
there. Yeah, no, there's
You want me to treat fitty?
yeah, the Klan, they consider themselves a Christian group, Ian. So I'm just gonna say,
is there like a lot of news articles of the Klan killing people and stuff lately. I mean,
Oh, yeah. Well, you haven't seen him kill anybody lately.
I mean,
Yeah.
they used to.
Oh dear.
I'm
We're
just
not.
saying,
We're not
Just
having that
stop while you're ahead,
conversation.
Ian.
We're not having that conversation,
And
Ian. We're
by
having
ahead, I mean behind.
so, well, Nate, so you're saying Christians aren't more peaceful now, in general, than they used to be?
Maybe more peaceful than back in the day, but like, are they peaceful? No. It really depends on the group of Christians you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because there's some that are very peaceful, and then others that say they're a Christian group, but they're really not. But they claim to be a Christian group, and you don't know if they're Christian or not. So then they can be like, oh yeah, we're a bunch of terrorists, but we're gonna say we're Christian. So then because we don't like Christians, and then they'll associate with us, or they actually think that they're Christian.
Well, I mean, the Westboro Baptist Church identified themselves as Christian, so
Right.
And that's the only tenet of identifying yourself as you call yourself one. I mean, whether or not they actually are or not, that's a whole different story.
Exactly. Right.
So.
Well, I'm just saying, like, the goal of Christianity, I thought, was to be peaceful and loving and stuff, you know?
It is.
I mean, that's the goal. Like, atheists, they don't have any goals. More atheist people are more robotic. So, like, if people die, it doesn't even matter then.
Ooh, not gonna say anything about that one there, Ian.
Like, you don't have to have any morality if it doesn't matter, then...
It's actually been found in certain studies that atheists have a better moral compass than most people who are Christians.
Yeah, because there are people that are Christians that would say, oh, if there's no hell, then why aren't I raping and murdering and pillaging all I want? It's like, well, if you're an atheist and not raping and pillaging, it's because you think that's a bad thing. The only reason you're not doing it is because you're scared of hell. That's kind of a bad thing. So.
Yeah. Just like the movie Clerks said, honesty through paranoia.
Well, here's a question: like, if there was a God, do you think would it matter either way? I mean, I would think that it would. I mean, I guess if it would be better if there was no God, then it would be better if everyone was atheist. If there was a God, then it'd be better if everyone would be Christian. So.
It's like, it's not the fact that you didn't do it; it's the fact that you had intention to do it.
Let's just click the question that crushes our faith and humanity and get on with the show.
Okay, so I guess me and Nate would be blue. So.
You mean you're red, and
we're red,
and Doug and I are blue.
Oh, that's right. I thought Christian was the blue. I'm sorry. Yeah, me and Nate are red.
And the answer. Atheism.
Well, you guys won. It was pretty close, though.
Ooga chaka, ooga chaka, ooga 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 chaka.
Oh boy.
I love how Nate was like, he's supposed to be on my side, but he really wasn't.
Ooh.
Damn.
Because I'm trying to say Christians are better nowadays, but he's like, no, they're not. So
they're better. They are better. Just
well, humans are better, but still, let's not pretend that just because they're
some things that they did that they used to do, they're better than that. Like, but they're still doing bad things. So,
I mean, there's still atrocities being done, and
but I could say the same of atheists. There have been atheists that don't believe in God that have done horrible things in the past, and like you could say atheists have gotten better over time. Like there's not mass genocide, for instance.
Every Christian that I've met has been like they've been like really nice and peaceful and stuff. You know, I mean that's of the people that I've met.
All right.
Anyway, so. On December 21st, 2012, would you rather a zombie apocalypse or an alien invasion?
Alien invasion.
Alien invasion sounds more interesting.
Yeah.
How about you, Doug?
Yeah,
you said yeah.
Invasion, probably.
Yeah. Ian?
Huh.
Hmm.
Wow.
I would say like a zombie type thing because I think that seems like it's a little bit more survivable than like aliens because usually they have the super like advanced technology way like we'll pretty much just be like meat slaves at that point.
Yeah, but would you be comfortable having to kill your family if they rised up against you?
Oh,
You don't know. You don't know.
the zombies like
The
at that point I
aliens
know
might
that
have-
they're not my family anymore once they're a zombie. I know that.
Yeah, but would you
But
be comfortable
you
putting a
also-
bullet in their head?
Yeah, I would.
But you also
If
don't
they're a
know.
zombie, yes.
The aliens might be invading, but they just might have the bomb-ass weed.
Oh man. Well,
Well, it's like
remember,
Stephen Hawking thinks. Do you think we invade countries and stuff? I mean, they're gonna treat us how we treat like smaller countries, man.
well, remember alien invasions. Signs wasn't alien invasion, but they were defeated by water. So I don't know. I mean, the fact that we've got so many dead people out there, it's like I don't know. It all depends on where the outbreak happens. If it's an isolated incident versus all over. So
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say zombie. What are you saying, Nate?
everyone else said alien,
Okay.
and
Yeah. People love zombies, man.
yeah, well, people are tools.
Yeah. Okay.
So, would you rather always wear Crocs or always wear socks and sandals?
We had this last time.
No, it was barefoot versus Crocs last time.
That's right. Yeah. Damn, that's a hard one.
I will say socks and sandals.
Yeah, socks and sandals.
Because you can wear some cool socks, but Crocs are always Crocs.
A zombie apocalypse.
I mean I thought we had this exact one. I thought.
No, it said it was Crocs or barefoot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would definitely. What are Crocs again?
They're those plastic things with the holes, kind of. I don't know.
We had this one.
No, it wasn't this one, Nate. It was Crocs or barefoot. This is Crocs or socks and sandals.
Yeah, I could put up with socks and sandals. I mean, they're pretty comfy,
I don't want to do another question about Crocs. We get it. Crocs are crappy. Next question. Just skip it.
Nope.
Skip it.
Nope.
Don't listen to Ben.
Nope.
Why do you hate Crocs so much?
You could. That's it. We're putting Nate on Team Croc then. So.
Where did they touch you, Nate?
Listen.
I
like Croc. Just click the arrow button. Just do it. Captain Planet, man. Just do it.
No, that's not his slogan.
Okay,
I once saw an action
I
figure of Croc Man wearing Crocs. He's a giant Croc.
I'll go the mid. I'll do this instead. I'll click it, but we won't count it.
It's fairly divided, but people would always wear Crocs apparently.
Yeah.
All right. Would you rather?
The planet.
Would you rather listen to everything but your favorite musician artist, or listen to only your favorite musician artist? Nate?
Ooh.
Listen to everything but your favorite.
Ian?
Damn.
Huh. Well, I feel like I would still need to, like mix it up. So like, if it's and it's like it's hard to say like who would be your favorite. Like you would still have pretty much other artists at that level pretty close. So I would, if I just had to get rid of one, then yeah, sure I would just get rid of that one. Then
Yeah, I'm gonna say everything, but
Yeah, everything but.
once you stop
Right.
listening to them, your favorite musician cannot change.
Right.
So what if you just hear a bunch of good covers? I mean,
Right. Right.
Okay, so we're all blue.
I'm blue, da ba dee ba do.
Oh, we were
What?
wrong.
Wow.
What's
I guess people really like their favorite band.
Yeah, they'd listen to it like a broken record, I guess.
That's why we have people that are elitists. Would you rather store
No.
all your photos on Facebook or store all your photos on Flickr?
What is Flickr?
It's
It's like Instagram,
It-
isn't it?
it's basically it's where you put photos. I mean, it's
Oh.
owned by Yahoo now, and they're just nobody uses it.
Yeah. I mean, I have an account, but yeah,
I
it's
mean,
pretty much a social media platform for images.
I mean, it's technically Flickr is better for photos than Facebook, but I mean, that's the question. So, any photo you take has to go there, or that's where just you could store all your photos. I'm gonna say
Coming.
I'm gonna say Flickr though, because
I'm gonna say Flickr because if I take a photo I don't want somebody to see, I'm gonna put it on Flickr.
well, I mean, you can share a link to a Flickr, and it's like
can
they
you
have.
make both? Can be made private though, can't they?
I think so, but I think technically Flickr, since it's photo-centric, it has better qualities and stuff. You can make groups and whatnot, so I think it'd be
I'll
better.
say Facebook.
All right. I mean, I can see people saying that, but that's people that only go.
Oh
to
yeah, I see
Facebook.
people saying Facebook, absolutely, but I
Because-
would want them on Flickr.
Then again, that privacy thing is just like a UI slider. I mean,
Well,
that's
yeah, and Facebook changes stuff left and right. Like, I mean, can you imagine all your baby photos disappearing because Facebook decides no baby photos anymore? I mean,
I'm gonna still say blue because people, internet, you know.
I'm going with Flickr just because that's where I.
Yeah, I'll
I
say
don't know.
Facebook.
Yeah, I'll say Flickr. So I guess everybody but Doug, right?
No, I'm saying Facebook.
Oh, you're saying? Why
So
were you
it's-
saying Facebook?
Because he thinks that's what the people would vote for. So
Okay.
I don't know. I'm going to try and have some faith in humanity, but let's find out.
You know where that takes us.
I know.
Jeez.
And
Yeah, we
Faith
Oh,
in
yeah.
humanity crushed.
Facebook is the only place to go to ever, guys. Facebook and Snapchat. I have my dog face filters.
Snatch chat.
Oh boy.
That's essentially what it is.
Yeah.
It's not like it's Tinder, guys. I mean, come on. All right. If these were the only two religions, would you rather be Buddhist or be Jewish?
Buddhist.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Totally Jewish.
Yeah.
Well, that's
but
surprising, Nate. I'm gonna say
it's-
Buddhist.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, Buddhist.
Well,
I mean, basically, the Buddhists have only had. I mean, they've only really had the problem of getting kicked out of Tibet. Really, I mean, as opposed to there was there a Buddhist Holocaust? I mean, I don't know.
I
Well-
just think being a Buddhist would agree a little bit more with my personality.
Well, plus they're the very liberal group that's like, whatever. Go hang out with your friends. It's cool.
so you two are Buddhists.
If they're the only two options.
Okay.
I mean, I can't read Hebrew worth a.
Beep.
Well, I guess I'll have to.
But people are gonna pick Buddhist, of course. But I'd pick Jewish.
I guess I have to go with the one where you'd be a better, you know how to manage things better. So I guess I'll go with Jewish.
Ooh. Wow.
That's racist.
Hey, what do you call a Jewish piano? A cash register.
That's not cool, Ian.
That's racist.
Well, we're not getting this part of the show monetized either. Thanks, Ian.
Thank you, Ian.
And the most popular choice is
Oh, but
Yeah.
it is.
Yep.
You guys are right.
It's because they have hard dietary restrictions.
Yeah.
Would you rather be a gangster or be a Freemason?
Wow.
Gangster, because all the Freemasons I've met are kind of jerks.
I've actually never met a Freemason.
Have you ever gone by any of those Mason lodges?
Well, wait, actually, no. I've met one
Yeah.
Freemason that was nice, and then I've met another Freemason who was a psychopath CEO that thought I was a worthless piece of trash. So, I'm kind of 50-50.
What was the last
Yeah,
gangster?
Masonic lodge at
Oh,
Ravenna, I think.
Which are you talking, like mob gangster? Or are you talking like Yakuza? Or are you talking like gangster rapper?
Some guy who could potentially get shot.
Oh, yeah. I'd probably still go gangsta.
Damn, it feels good to be a
Gangster's
gangster.
paradise.
Well, you know, you hang out with Tony, you become a gangster. So that's what I'm gonna pick being a gangster.
I don't really know
Actually,
that
are
much.
you guys excited for Mafia 3? I can't wait for that. That looks good, man.
I don't know.
I'm actually still working on getting my wife to watch the Godfather movies.
Hope
She
has
hasn't
time.
seen the Godfather movies?
No.
I know you're good.
You
What,
should
what,
do
what
something
all
with
is it
it.
about the Freemasons? I mean, I understand that they're an organization. And I know that they've done stuff in the background.
They're like the Yah Sisterhood or whatever. They're like Illuminati type shit. Man. I mean,
Oh, Okay, so but have they ever had like the St. Valentine's Day massacre of the Freemasons? Have they ever done any of that, or is it all just conspiracy theories?
oh, well, I mean, like it's
How do you
supposed
know
to
if
be.
it's been a conspiracy theory, though?
Huh?
How do you know?
Some of them, they're just drinking clubs. Some of them
Yeah,
practice magic.
it's like Skull and Bones type stuff.
Oh,
you know?
okay, Freemason.
Yeah,
Because I don't want to die in a massacre.
yeah.
I mean, Benjamin Franklin was a member of Skull and Bones.
Have you ever seen those Skulls movies or whatever back in the the early
No,
'90s or whatever?
no, I don't think so.
They
Yeah.
usually just have you drink out of a skull or something.
Yeah.
What you really need to do is watch Public Enemies with Johnny Depp. That is a fantastic movie.
All right, so Nate's gangster, and then what?
You're gangster, Nate?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm
Gangster
Freemason.
too.
Oh, you're going with gangster too, Doug?
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Because everybody knows it's good to be a gangster.
Oh, Freemasons. People like the secret society shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, except I'd
They're
say
in
I don't know.
Popular club.
Would you rather
VIP.
lick a public bathroom floor or lick a public bathroom stall handle?
Stall handle, absolutely.
Are we
Yeah,
talking about like the entire floor or just somewhere on it?
Because you don't necessarily pee. Oh gosh, right after they pee and touch their junk, then
They all have to touch the handle to exit. So you know there's pee on that, but you know there's part of that floor that hasn't been peed on at least. I mean, it's probably
How do you know
probably
that,
been
though? How do
cleaned.
you honestly know that?
Well, because you know that handle they've touched that after relieving themselves. You know that they've touched themselves at least once before touching that.
Yeah, floor.
Yeah, I guess I'd say floor then.
I don't know, like, some things like it might germ-wise, it might be better, but I'd rather lick something with the less particles, like the actual shit covered on it. So like, I'd rather probably lick the handle.
I don't know. I mean, It's like the thing is like if the toilet overflowed and there was poop over the entire floor and all that stuff, yeah. But you know that the guys that touched that stall handle coming out touched themselves. They might have had poo
Well,
on it.
I would lick the
Something's
floor
either-
by the door, like the entrance door, like as far away. So like I'm like, haha.
Yeah.
Somebody probably didn't
I
shit
mean-
right by the.
I mean,
entrance.
or like right by
That'd
the
be so
sink even.
shitty.
I mean,
Right.
yeah.
I'd rather not know some things than like have to deal
I
with
mean,
something really
none of
gross,
this-
man.
none of this is a positive. So it's just which do you think is less gross? I'd say probably somewhere on the floor.
Yeah, the floor.
Okay, so you're going with floor too?
Yeah, because they clean the floor every day, but when's the last time they cleaned the handle?
Oh,
Think about it.
let's see. Oh, I was right.
Well,
Again, faith in humanity lost.
Ian, remember that one where it was, would you rather sit on a cold toilet seat or a warm one? And Frank and I were both
Yeah.
like, cold. Definitely cold. All right. Would you rather have been to Hogwarts or trained under Obi-Wan Kenobi? Been to Hogwarts.
Hogwarts, chance of death. Oh, I trained with Obi-Wan Kenobi. Shit, there goes my hand.
Well, think about it. Who was the last one Obi-Wan trained? He's not that good of a teacher.
Probably Hogwarts.
Hogwarts.
You get like super jump, like super speed, telekinesis, and like some other stuff from Obi-Wan. So
Well, I would go with Hogwarts too, but we're not going by what I'm going by, so I'm going to say most people would say Star Wars. I mean, this,
So you're the only one going
Here.
with Obi-Wan?
yeah, like this.
All right.
This is more newer, and I think there's still probably a lot of fans. of
All right.
Star Wars,
All
so-
right. Let's find out.
Obi-Wan
let's see you
jabroni.
fail. What?
Yeah.
It's 6% difference, though. That's not.
Faith in humanity again lost.
Yeah.
That is what we're
Oh, I
calling this
trained with
game.
Obi-Wan.
Would you rather eat a zombie or be eaten by a zombie? Eat a zombie? What kind of question is that?
Well, how much zombie do you have to eat? That's the question.
Well, I mean,
Don't you become a zombie after you eat a zombie?
Yeah, that's my
It
question
depends.
too.
It depends on like if it's an infection thing or if it's because like the dead have risen. You know, it depends.
Well, I'm gonna say eat a zombie. I mean,
I'd rather be eaten by a zombie.
Really.
Shao Kahn.
If I have to become a zombie either way, I'd rather just,
You wouldn't become a zombie if you were eaten, Nate. You would become parts. Because they eat your brain. And think about it. You have to have a brain in order to be a zombie.
But everybody else would pick eat a zombie. But I would rather be eaten.
Yeah, like, would you rather go the more painful way, or would you?
You just eat something disgusting, which you put
Yeah.
enough ketchup on that. Well,
I mean, sure, you might be able to have more honor doing it this way than like, oh yeah, I would never be.
I
a
am
zombie.
red, but
we're
I'm
not-
voting blue.
it's not. We're not talking about the feed the orphan zombies. We're talking about just be eaten by.
I'm
So-
saying me personally, I'd go red, even if it was painful. But I'm voting blue.
Okay,
Well, I wouldn't want to do either, but you know.
Doug.
Eat a zombie.
Okay. Yeah.
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 I mean, do you have to eat the whole thing or just take a bite? I've taken a bite of some bad things before.
Yeah.
All right. If you were forced to live in one for the rest of your life, would you rather live in South Africa or live in Kenya?
What's the difference?
There are differences, but I don't know enough detail about them.
I'd go South Africa.
I'll say Kenya.
South Africa.
I'm going Kenya.
Can you believe these guys?
I know,
I
right?
don't know.
All right. And the answer,
Oh
South
shit!
Africa. Oh, all right.
So didn't Nate and Doug do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like Doug's winning.
By 1 point thus far. Would you rather be naked in front of your whole family for 3 hours or run through downtown naked for 5 minutes? Be naked in front of my whole family? I mean, how many of them have already seen me naked? I mean,
Yeah.
I'd rather run through downtown naked for 5 minutes. Maybe I'd get a date or two.
yeah, but you know how many people would take a photo and put that up on the 6 o'clock news, and now you're naked. Now you're up there naked forever. The naked guy. You're on the internet now. Everybody's seeing you naked.
And I'm not ashamed of my naked body.
No, but does anybody ever want to be seen naked running? No.
I don't think. Really, like flashing nowadays, I don't think it would get as much attention as you would think, probably.
Right.
You say that, but you've never had a naked picture shared on the internet, so.
I mean, it's like
Also-
who cares about us? Like we're not celebrities or some shit.
Also, like, downtown, like, for 5 minutes. Do they say when? Like, this is me.
Mm.
Oh, it says run through downtown. Oh.
Like that.
Never
changes
mind.
everything. He's like flippity floppity flippity. Oh,
Flip,
oh
flop, flip.
shit.
No, like, no, they mean run through downtown. Okay. That's like the entire downtown.
Definition of is
But your whole family? Like,
They've seen worse. What are they gonna do? I mean,
Yeah,
how many of them were there when you were born? You know.
I'd say family.
yeah, I guess I go family.
yeah. Like
What
would you have to stand, or could you sort of like sit down and be like cross-legged?
Well, I mean, if they had like a family reunion and you had to be naked, or you had to go downtown and be naked for a little while, it's like family. Who cares? Strangers. I don't want miscellaneous strangers seeing me naked.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I'm guessing like if there's like some sort of forced incident where you had to do that, like I would think that the family would understand.
Well, do you want the cute barista that you go to every day to see you naked for 5 minutes, and then you go, oh no, how can I ever go back there?
Yeah.
Will you be like, hey, were you that naked guy last week? And I was like, yes, I was. Here's my
nope.
phone number.
Well, we're not going to give you a venti anymore. Here's your tiny cup, sir. Don't dunk all your balls into it.
Well, so are you holding to your guns on that, Nate?
No, it said through, so yeah, I'm going with family.
Okay, Doug.
Family, definitely. Family.
Oh, we would be wrong.
Well, I guess people are a lot more.
They're pretty liberal.
People just really don't like their family, I guess. Would you rather go to heaven or hell, or be reborn into a better, worse life?
Wow.
That's a real toss-up there.
Yes, it is.
So are
Heaven or
they
hell?
asking, would you rather have there be a risk of heaven or hell, or
Would you rather have the choice of heaven or hell, or would you rather be reincarnated and roll the dice on where you go?
You could be a molecule, like, in an armpit.
Yeah, but would you know it? I mean,
Heaven or hell?
Reincarnation technically wouldn't be a part of a thing. You'd be the whole entity by itself, but
Oh.
so
what does it say anything here? It doesn't.
where you go depends on how you lived, good, bad life. So basically, would you rather have heaven or hell or reincarnated?
Heaven or hell?
Heaven or hell?
Yeah, I mean, if I wanted to be reincarnated, I'm sure that there's a part in heaven that'll let you do that. Yeah, like in What Dreams May Come.
Yeah, me and my girlfriend might watch that this weekend because she's never seen that. She didn't even know.
It's
Robin
quite a
Williams
downer
did that
for a
movie.
good. It's quite a downer for like good 75% of it.
Plus, she wants to watch that Death to Smoochie. She's never seen that one either.
Oh, okay, that's different. That's fun. I say if you watch Death to Smoochie and what's that Chappelle movie Half Baked? If you watch those together, I think that's a good match.
All right.
So
I was going with the Heaven and Hell too. I was a Nate, so I lost on that one.
yeah, people want to be reborn, I guess.
Yeah.
So did we all lose on that?
Yep.
Yep. You skipped one. You skipped one. Ian.
Doesn't really matter.
Yes. Would you rather get $20,000 worth of jewelry or get $10,000 worth of electronics? Let's see. You would get to pick what you got and can't sell either for the cash equivalent. Well, what is the point of having?
Electronics, baby.
Electronics.
Woo!
Yeah. I mean, who cares about wearing chains and shit, man? I mean.
Yeah. I mean, that's like saying, would you rather get a refund or store credit? What kind of fucking question is that?
Although this question would probably divide people, like who are more nerdy versus who are like
Yeah,
more
some
glamorous and
people
stuff.
some people like gold. I think it's stupid. That's like, would you rather be rich or famous? Rich.
Vain.
What?
A lot of people are vain. You
Yeah,
know?
that's the problem. Fame doesn't mean anything. You can be famous and not have a good life.
No, I mean, a lot of people are
$10,000 worth of
vain.
electronics is easily liquidatable, and then I can.
No. Say you can't sell
can't.
either one, Nate.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you'd have to go
You'd
around
have-
looking like.
So which would you
Two
rather
cans
have?
or something.
Read the
$10,000.
caption. I want to read the fucking caption.
It says, would you?
Right here.
It says, would you? You would get to pick what you got, and you can't sell either for the cash equivalent.
Oh, $10,000 worth of electronics, definitely.
Yeah. So would you rather go around wearing gold chains and crazy jewelry, or would you rather?
I said $10,000.
Technically, though,
Yeah.
you can't wait for the cash equivalent. You can't. Can we not trade it? Can we not trade $20,000 worth of jewelry for $20,000 worth of electronics? But you can't sell it. What if you trade it?
That would still technically kind of be cash equivalent.
I mean,
that would
that's
still be a transaction.
well, yeah, but it doesn't say not for a transaction, just for the can't sell. All right, I guess for the spirit of the question, I'll say $10,000 worth of electronics. I get more out of that than jewelry.
Like you can still sell things like goods and stuff. Like it's.
You
I mean-
can make half a Mac Pro on that money.
Yeah. So yeah, we're all going with electronics, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because really, what can you do with expensive jewelry that you can't use the money from, other than give it to a partner? It's like, other than look like an arrogant douche. I mean,
Well, I think that's more of like a. I bet you a lot of women would probably choose that though.
well, I mean, there are people that get gold put in their teeth. You know, it's like, what good is that?
Yeah.
Well, it's because people want it. Would you rather only listen to the Beatles or
Skip
only
it.
listen to the Rolling Stones?
Skip it.
No, Nate, we're trying to finish this.
Rolling Stones.
Beatles.
And I don't remember. Like, what's an example of Rolling Stones music?
Oh no, it's only rock and roll, but I like it. Or start me up. And you can't always get what you
But I
want.
like it.
Those are like the only 3 songs anybody knows by the Rolling Stones.
Satisfaction. Love is strong. Give me shelter.
Okay, I don't know Love is Strong. I do know Sympathy for the Devil. But the Beatles had more variety. You got to give them that.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say Beatles.
Yeah, I'd probably say Beatles though.
Well,
Overall.
you were saying Rolling Stones, Nate?
I would think Rolling Stones, but everybody else is going to pick the Beatles. So yeah, blue.
You're going with blue too. Yep.
That's not even really a tough question there. It looks like 39 to 61. So,
Closer than I thought though.
Yeah.
would you rather have uncontrollable diarrhea or have uncontrollable vomiting?
Vomiting, because that'd be fun.
I don't like vomiting.
Diarrhea.
Yeah, diarrhea.
Diarrhea, because at least I could talk and tell somebody, please help me.
Yeah, you could be on your iPad or whatever.
Well, they can, you know.
You get stuff done.
I could
mean,
pretend I was like.
if you had to, you could have like
They
one
could
of
put a
those-
thing in there, you know. If you're vomiting,
Wait,
what can they do?
wait. Is it regular vomiting or is it projectile
Both,
vomiting? If it
both
is
can happen at any time, it says. So if
Okay.
any time you could just start vomiting.
Yeah. Like I feel like with the diarrhea, you could at least have what are those things you have hooked up to you if you
The
can't
pouches,
like poop? Yeah.
yeah, you
Yeah,
could.
you could have that hooked up to you all the time.
Yeah, I mean, they could at least do that. But if you're throwing up, what can they do other than interrupt your throat? That's not.
Yeah, I feel like your life would be easier with the diarrhea.
Yeah,
Well,
but
I mean,
think about how much weight you'd lose.
Yeah, but think, how are you going to eat if any time you try to eat, you could throw up? I mean, you can at least poop and eat.
Are you
You do
saying you're
everything.
pooping you're having diarrhea all the time?
It can happen at any time, is what the question says.
Well, this question is creepy, Doug, but I mean,
I'm still going with vomiting. I'll have that as a reflex, but oh well.
Yeah, vomiting. Like I hate vomiting. And then like your stomach hurts, and you're like, you have to throw up more, and you're like, I don't want to. No.
I'm like, I'm gonna lose so much weight. I'm gonna be a model. And then they're gonna be like, good one. No, that wasn't funny at all, actually.
All right, so
Yeah, it's kind of insane.
come on, let's finish
Yeah,
this up.
vomiting.
I'm
Let's
going with blue, and Nate's red. So, what do you, Doug?
Blue.
I know it's creepy, but
Doug's blue. All right.
Cha-cha.
yeah.
Well, that's a it's a slim margin, 51 to 49.
And you know what that would make Doug is the winner.
You'd like to think diarrhea?
Cha cha cha.
What you are seeing right here is the reinstitution of a champion.
Doug,
you are
somebody's
seeing
champion.
here- What you are seeing right here is not just about. This is a trophy. This here is now going to be known no
As the
longer
diarrhea
as
belt.
as a trivia championship.
You got diarrhea of the
because
mouth.
we have now gone past trivia. At this moment, I rechristen this belt the Universal Championship.
Of diarrhea, cha cha cha, 2016.
Brown belt. You get a brown belt.
Your brown belt.
Okay, that one was funny, and you finally got one. You can give yourself a ring. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Congratulations.
The brown belt, because I'm shitting on you fools. How about that? This right here. This is what you're coming for. This is what you fight to be. This is who you want to be every single day of your life.
All I hear
So
is
now,
brown noise.
so now I am a multi-time heavyweight champion.
Oh, congratulations, gentlemen.
Right there.
Now I want to go home and see my family. So can
I'm going home.
we wrap this one up? Frank went home before I did. What's that say?
Yeah.
He was smart.
Yeah, he got out of there. He
Uh,
foresaw this
Frank's going to be
conclusion.
so
here.
disappointed because he doesn't have this.
I thought you couldn't get that back because somebody else had it before or something. They took it in the title match.
Right here.
All right, gentlemen. It's been a fun show. Thanks for having me on.
Sure. Thanks for coming on, I guess. On this, I don't even know what to call it anymore.
Part B.
Well, it's part B, but the show.
Oh yeah, too bad no one's gonna get to see your victory.
Well, they all
It shall
wanted
be
to.
known.
They all want to know what was the answer between atheists and Christians. And now you know that we're all losing when we play that game. I think we've all learned something today.
Don't have faith in humanity.
Yeah.
You know, and we didn't make that mistake. But anyway,
Well, I guess we should mosey on down that road.
Back.
see
Get off
ya.
to the Hawaiian shirt cam.
Hawaiian shirt cam. It's
Don't hate,
blue.
appreciate.
Ahoy, ahoy.
There's girls with big boots on this island shore. Anyway, so we'll see you on the other side.
All right. Peace. Shot of Soko. In this case, it's
Full
two
live.
shots, I guess.